Welcome to
Ooh.
the third greatest podcast, sponsored by Magic Mind. And we have Collecting Havoc here tonight as the guest. What is up, John? How are you, my friend?
How is everyone doing? No, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. So,
Right.
how did your hunt week started out? That's question number one.
I'm sorry, say that again.
How
My-
was your hunt week started out this week?
Um, let's see, what is today? Tuesday. So I found some stuff. Spoilers. I mean, you've seen what I found, but so it was kind of cool that I did find some stuff. So that was kind of nice. What's up, Chris? But yeah, I found some stuff. Not the stuff I'm looking for though. That's the problem. Oh, one thing.
Yeah, that seems to be the thing when I've been going hunting. I'm looking for certain things and not finding them. And then I have you finding them. And I'm like, dang it.
God, it's like, God, why are you guys finding it's that's always the case though. You see other people finding everything you want, like your raw stuff lately that you've been showing off and in your videos, and I'm just like, yeah, and it's like, come on, I not a single G.I. Joe in my area in like almost a month or so. Like the last thing was, I think we got the Copperheads was the last thing we got in my area. So it is what it is though. So.
Yeah, that was the last thing that I seen was Copperhead. I think that was last week. They didn't
Mhm.
last like even 3 hours because a friend reached out. I'm like, yeah, they're at Ross, this one. And he went and he's all, dude, they're gone. And I'm all, there was 6 there. Wasn't even gone. I wasn't even gone that long.
Dang.
So yeah.
And it's kind of like excuse me. Hold on, sorry. Oh man, just finished dinner right before this. No, it's like the 3 pack of Vipers is like I found, I think I was one of the first ones to find them, and then like, and I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think they were going to be that crazy of a deal, so I bought like one or two, and then all of a sudden it blew up, and I'm like, they were gone. I literally walked out to my car, went back in. I didn't see any dudes in that store at all. Like it was all like women, the normal Ross
Right.
crowd. And the last 2 or 3 were gone, and I'm like, and I didn't see any, so I don't know what happened to them. So, but then I never
Interesting.
saw them for like
Maybe
months.
it was a closet scalper lady there.
Oh, probably. I know the at my local Ross, the receiving lady the receiving manager is a collector, but
Ah,
more like girl stuff, like Barbie, My
right.
Little Pony, 80s girl stuff. So, but it's cool. When I do happen to get there in the morning, she's there. We talk a little bit, so she's cool. So,
We
what's
got
going on
Figure
here?
Assassin. He's grabbed
Ooh,
18 Copperheads,
what you
12
gonna do
Python
with eight?
Troopers, 12
Wait.
Bazookas.
Eight, eight. What are you gonna do? I haven't found any bats, either one of the bats. I have, I have four, I have 4 bats, or I have 4 of the regular bats, one crimson. Oh no, I'm sorry, I have 5 regular bats that I got back when they were, full price. Got 1 crimson bat and then 2 of the Python patrols. So each color is a legion or a rank. So hey, I know some of those guys down there. Yay! But
Dang,
oh, 7
Figure
Rosses.
Assassin's got
Dang.
7 Rosses. Jesus.
Let's see. I got Waukegan. I got Gurney. I got Kenosha Racine. So that's 4. And then I got the one by EC, which is on Morgan Avenue. Then there's one on, is that in Layton? So that's 6, and that's all. But if there's any other ones, I don't know where they're at. But I have 6, but they're all garbage because it's Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
I
So
have 2. I have, let's see, they're probably, there's one kind of, well, technically down the road from me, so it's
mhm.
maybe a 5-minute drive.
Well, that's not too bad. Yeah.
Yeah, the other one's probably like a 5 or 8-minute drive. They're not that far apart from each other.
Hmm.
But the one I go to regularly, the one that you see most of the pictures from, is
Mm,
the one that's been there the longest, and then the one that's on my house has only been there for like 3 or 4 years, and they don't get very much.
okay. Yeah, I'm geek because we're getting Ollie's in my town. I don't have to drive to Kane County to go freaking to Ollie's in Crystal Lake. Because that's the closest one I got is excuse me, the one in Crystal Lake. There's an Ollie's there, and that's little over about an hour and 15 minutes, give or take. So yeah,
Ollie's, I'm kind of jealous because we know what they get there.
yeah, and I have one coming to my town, but I still don't know when it's opening. So I'm a little mad.
Probably sometime. Have they even started prepping the building or anything?
The building's completely empty. Last time I looked was early January, and the building was completely empty on the inside. So,
William,
yeah,
so you should come here. They're all trash. Too many collectors.
yeah, that's I live between Milwaukee and Chicago, so I mean, I do have a lot of collectors to fight with because, especially Chicago, them guys are fast. They go like before work. I'm like, dude, I have a hard enough time getting up just to go to work in time, let alone go toy shopping in the morning. Ah, no. What a sleep, people.
I know that's what they say. Early bird gets the worm, right? So
Yeah,
it's
early bird
something.
gets the $5 scalper prize.
Yep,
Uh,
and
no,
they
but no,
also
my
get
God,
the chases.
yeah. Hey, I went to tonight. I went to my Target at. I got there at 5 p.m. and I found one, two, three, four. Found like five chases. I mean,
Yeah, I
well,
did see those.
platinums. I mean, it's Toddy Mac, but
But if you notice,
yeah, El Tenda, he lives near me, so he knows the Crystal Lake I'm talking about. The only he's been there. I've gotten a few scores, but it's not like you don't like Kent Pools or Disavoweds, any of their ollies where they got like you know an entire end cap of $10 hand ninjas or something. I got Fortnite figures, maybe a bunch of Doctor Strange stuff, but that's about it. No, it is what it is. So.
yeah, that's the. So you're lucky enough to have like more than just a Target, a Walmart, and then obviously Ross. You have Meyer. You have
Yep.
plenty of toy shows going on. So that's the
hmm
big benefit that you have. When I watch your videos, I'm like, dang,
hmm
I do not. I do live in California, and everyone's like, oh, California gets everything first. I don't know
The
if that's
Southern
really
California,
anymore.
the Southern California does, and you're in Northern,
Yes,
right? Yeah,
yeah, it's like far northern. Like
yeah.
I'm only
So
2 hours from the Oregon border. It sucks.
yeah, and you'd be surprised if you look around enough, you'd be surprised where toy shows end up because I never thought there were any around here. There's one. What is that? That's about a mile and a half from my house. 4 times a
Oh
year,
wow.
there's a toy show. And I had no idea. Um, there's we used to have one called Buster Con. It's I mean they call it a con, but it's a toy show like the Kenosha toy show I go to. It's just a bunch of people in there. It's not like Mighty Con. It's not like Kane County C2E2 Frank and Sons you got out in California. The one by Big Dub in Georgia. Cannot remember what that one's called. It's like CSC or something. If anybody knows, tell me down in the comments. I don't know what the one by Big Dub is. I want to know what it's called because that one looks fun. If I ever go to Georgia.
This is funny, Shane. I could have gotten 8 avalanches, but I can't stand the look of that
Oh
figure.
yeah, I walked. Yeah, I did that one day. I walked into Ross. There was like 8 of them, and I'm like, no, I already have two, and I just yeah, I got one because I want to have one regular, and then one I'm gonna try the chrome pen just to see
Oh
how it
yeah.
looks.
Oh, that's a
But
good call. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm gonna
I,
do
I
that
thought.
too.
Well, I got the idea from you with you did the Mr. Freeze bath with the chrome pen, so
Yeah.
kind of stole that one from you.
Oh well, I actually did something cool for once.
Right? No, that was a great idea. Um, but I just haven't had time. It's still in on cards somewhere, and yeah.
Yeah, my Ross had avalanches. Gosh, dude, they were probably there for like a good 2 weeks. And then when I went in last week, that was the first time I saw one. And then I went
Hmm.
back 2 days later, gone. I was like, wow, can't believe that took
Yeah,
so long to go away.
yeah. I mean, I found the Ross by work, not by my house. I found something. I went to then on the way home because from work to home. I don't use any extra gas. I know I get a lot of comments about people are like, "Oh, you waste all this gas." I'm like, dude, I drive from work to home. On the way home from work, I pass two Targets, two Walmarts, two Rosses, a Myers, a TJ Maxx, a Marshalls, two Burlingtons, an FYE if I want to go, and two GameStops just from work to home, and it's 15 minutes. So, because everything in Racine is in one little like 4 block area. So, like if
Mm.
you're in the parking lot of Ross, you can almost see Walmart. You can see Target. You can see Burlington. You can see the GameStop and TJ Maxx because they're right next door to each other. So I mean, you can see it all. It's all right there. So no, it's all there. Oh, Kent Pool, Man Cave. Man Cave's been he's kind of been quiet lately. I know he did a
I
live stream the other day, but
yeah.
I kind of miss his style of toy hunts. He's just kind of chill. So, you know. But yeah, he's right. It's technically Man Cave's area. Kent Pool kind of took it over. He's
Man,
not lying. He's not lying. But I
yeah.
like all those guys. I haven't there's not really a toy hunter I don't like. I mean, Yukon Phil's kind of a dork, but
I mean, if you really want to go in on Yukon Phil, we can totally bag on him tonight, but
Oh, I just might.
we might
I
hold
mean,
off on that till that to the towards the end
yeah.
of
I mean,
this.
he's a tall, goofy giant. I mean, he's actually taller than me. That's weird. It's weird. I mean, I'm not tall, but it's not often I find people that are taller than me, unless they're like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, I didn't realize he was 6'4" until
Yeah,
I
he
said
said
the
that
other
in his last
day.
video, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I mean, it's the
Yeah,
same thing as when I was standing next to Kyle Peterson at Kane County while he was getting that Brainiac from a buddy of mine. The guy he bought it from, the vendor was actually somebody I know, and he's in one of my chat groups. But I'm looking over, I'm like, I'm always expecting like Kyle Peterson to be this guy. I mean, I'm only 6'1" ish, so it's not like I'm super tall, but I was expecting him to be in this area, and he's like, I had to actually like he's you know
huh.
up there, so I was kind of shocked by that.
Yeah, he
I
seems
appreciate
short.
that figure, assassin. Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, Kent's a cool. Yeah, yeah, he is. What is it? He's kind of an oddball in other when I see him in other people's videos, he kind of feels like the oddball, but
Right.
I think he's all right. He's super obsessed with Mythic Legions, though. I will say that, but I
Something that I can't get into, which I know you have dove into a little bit with is Mythic Legions. Is that
mhm.
something you plan on going full force into and like stopping a line that you're collecting now?
God, no. There are so many, and I'm late to the party on that. It's just too expensive. I mean, I got my
Mm.
buddy he's a dealer. I know the Four Horsemen are going to be at Kane County, so I'm hoping to get a couple from them, on the cheap. But I'm picking and choosing them. There's just so many, and it's expensive. I mean, whether you buy them from Four Horsemen, like the guys that get to go to ZoloCon and all those East Coast shows, it's whew. Hey Manny, what's going on, man? Appreciate that. Manny's a guy kind of local. He's helped me out a few times in the chat, so he's a good guy. What was I to say? Oh, the Four Horsemen. It's just I would love to go all in on them. I can't afford it because, as you can see, Transformers are
Yeah.
expensive.
Yes, they
Um,
are. Yes, they are.
um, well, you can't. Oh, which way? I got my Spawn up there. That's my toy table. Like you can see, there's Transformers I haven't opened. There's some of my Marvel Legends over there. I got Marvel Legends there. I got Turtles, GI Joe. I even have Pops and wrestling like over there. So yeah, I do have to cut some stuff out.
Man, you're all over the place.
I do.
You sound like a lot of us, though.
I know. It looks so pretty on the pegs. I'm just like, so But I'm trying a new rule this year. Just because it's on clearance doesn't mean I need it.
Exactly. Yep.
I already broke that rule like 3 times in the last 2 weeks.
I easily could have broke that rule for me because there was lots of things I could have bought at Ross or even clearance.
Yeah,
Nope, I can't.
yeah. I'm glad somebody grabbed that overt kill. That would have gone on the spawn shelf up here, but it's spawn shelf is booked and full. There's no more room.
Oh,
So
don't worry. I have one for sale. So if you need it.
no. I still have the that ice giant, the one that was at Ross around Christmas.
Oh
I still have
yeah,
it. I had was it Witcher? Was that a Witcher ice
yeah,
giant or
The
was it?
Witcher.
Yeah. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that one. That was one of those. Oh, it's 5.99. I should get it. No, that was dumb.
Yeah, I'll say I learned that lesson during our little Ross hunt last year. Is I still have a pile of stuff from there over here that I'm
Hmm.
slowly chipping away, getting rid of on eBay for pretty decent
Yeah.
prices. So
Yeah. Thankfully, most of the extra stuff I got, are in pile of loots. Like I have a pile of loot for you. Darth one of my buddies on Instagram, Educator, does great photography on there. He doesn't have a big following, but he's got some decent photography on there. It's fun. I got a pile of loot for him because we're doing a trade, but I got to get him a couple more things to equal what he's given me, which I'm not going to spoil it, so because it's going to be fun video whenever I do finish the trade. But yeah, that's
yeah,
what all my raw stuff goes toward.
well, that's just like me and Art have a trade. Well, because he had a pile of loot for me, I've had a pile
Ooh,
of loot for him. So that trade finally happened, and my stuff should be here today. His stuff will
ooh,
be to him
nice.
Saturday.
Oh, that's right. It's still early for you. I forget
Yeah,
you're. I'm like, man, it's already you still delivering.
yes, West Coast time, baby, 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget your clocks go an hour ahead this weekend.
I'm gonna forget
I think yeah.
on
I'm
purpose.
all my stuff's automatic.
Yeah,
And who was it? Somebody said they had to expand the girl cave to second.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm already past that point. I just don't have the second bedroom to move into.
No,
So
they're
I'm
gonna
kind of
start ending up in the kitchen on shelves. That's what's gonna happen next.
I've been using you can I don't think you can see it, but I don't feel like getting up. But those are all sitting on pen. See, oh, you can see the see bra in there. Those pencil boxes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got I buy them by the case from Dollar Tree, and just as I get figures, I just pop them in there. They fit the basic master or multiverse DC stuff. Most of your basic Hasbro figures. They got backpacks like some of the clone troopers or something. They're a little too thick, but I just stack them up and stack them up and stack them up because I'm running out of room.
See, that's a good
So
tip though that you found those. And so when you went into Dollar Tree, were you going in for those, or you just found it and were like, I wonder if this would work?
um, I I'm trying to remember because oh, you know what it was? Because I remember I was in one of my groups. I saw they were talking about them $2 pencil cases from Michaels, and I'm like, man, I kind of remember seeing something like that at the Dollar Tree. I wonder if those will work. So I went to the Dollar Tree and because I go there randomly for whatever crafty stuff. You can get stuff to customize crafts. A lot of my containers. I use some of their. They're the. Well, I'm making a video for it, so you guys will be able to see it. But there's containers. I don't think I have because it beats using these food prep containers that people use for
Right.
beefy figures. Um, but yeah, I don't have. I thought I had one sitting next to me. No, but there's these they're so they fit the bigger figures in them, and I get them from the Dollar Tree because sometimes they're cheaper than those food preps. So that's why I go to the Dollar Tree a lot because they got a lot of containers that are stackable. So
So all you guys out in the chat, if you didn't know that and you haven't watched his videos, which I'm hoping you have been, that's a good little tip to go to Dollar Tree and buy those because they
yep,
hold your figures
oh,
and
everything.
accessories.
Yeah, yeah. And plus, they got these little. I don't know why. I got all my big containers are out right here, so I don't know where all the little ones are. But they got the little they got these little trays that you can put all your accessories into. So it's good for some mini storage if you have the space for it. But if you got big money, get the more expensive stuff, especially if you're doing long term storage. I don't know how good long term storage is. I don't know how acid free they are, but for short term storage, rotating your stuff, I think it's good. So
Yeah, and that's like that big like suitcase thing that people were buying at Michael's. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good idea. I think it was Greg Cook that I first time I seen that.
I think I have like 10 or 12 of them.
Dang! I hope
And
you got
they're
those on
all
discount
full.
or cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, if you just watch them on sale, I pay anywhere from 11.99 to 14.99 depending on when they're on sale.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, you just got to watch just every Sunday, check Michael's, see if it's on sale and grab one. Otherwise they're like $45.
I know they're not cheap.
No. And if you like it, they got rainbow colored ones, they got pastel blue, if you like your colors for the ladies. I mean, they're photo scrapbook
Right.
cases, so you know, you know
All
how it
right.
is.
So I want to dive into something real quick. Um, you're now known as the clickbait king. So let's talk about your clickbaiting on your thumbnails, the hate you got. Did you
Oh
retaliate?
my
So that's the
God.
question.
Oh, hold on, let me pull that up. One of my
See that face?
videos, yeah, one of my videos I did, let me see, let me pull it up here. When was it? It was oh, back on in February 12th, I put out a video that had a picture of Chun-Li on the back and the Brainiac skull ship. And because those are two things I found in the hunt. They were in the video. And then I put as the title of it, I can't quit Ross. In parentheses, this is why, implying that watch the video, this is why. So this one guy comments and goes, this is 100% clickbait. I only clicked on it because I thought you found those at Ross. I'm like, are you that dumb that you thought that Chun-Li from Jada Toys and a Brainiac skull ship wasn't, I mean, that was like the first day it dropped, is going to be at Ross? I, Obviously, my videos aren't for you. You're not a collector. You're a scalper who has no idea what's going on and is just looking for the right price. Those are the only people that are going to call what I do clickbait. So now, once in a while, I'm trying to like purposely do clickbait, but not go overboard. I don't want to piss off like the cool people, like the people I actually care about watching my videos, so I don't go too overboard with it, but I kind of slip it in there a little bit. So yeah, now I'm the clickbait king.
with with that
Self-appointed.
though, with becoming the click, I keep saying the other word almost. Clickbait king, you get a lot of trolls. So between you and the man collects,
Oh,
you two gentlemen have gotten more trolls that I've seen that have ever gotten in the last 2 years that
I
I've done
I
YouTube.
don't. And you know what? And I think it's some of the same guys too, which is weird. And I think some of them have bled onto your channel, and I think Yukon Phil has seen some of them. It
No one
is
cares about UConn, Phil.
crazy. But I mean, come on, dude. Every single video on YouTube with a thumbnail that says, "Hey, the whole point of YouTube and the thumbnails is to get people's attention. They're all clickbait. Every single thumbnail on YouTube where anybody puts any effort more than just a screenshot is clickbait. They're all clickbait. Every single thumbnail, your thumbnail. Hey Ratface, what's going on, man? What's up, James? His thumbnails, the man collects thumbnails. Um, everything. It's all clickbait because it's designed to get people to want to click on your video.
Exactly.
Ah, freaking trolls! I'm gonna build a bridge for all of them.
That's funny.
I honestly I don't care about trolls. Don't bother me. Like I said, I've worked in post sales. My skin is thick. There's nothing anybody can say to me in a comment that is going to make me go, oh no, I'm going to have to get rid of my channel now. Here are my feelings. Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. No, not going to
I've only
happen.
had one troll, I guess,
Mhm.
comment on my video because of a thumbnail saying it was clickbait, and I was like, look at it again. I was like, how is this clickbait? Oh,
Yeah.
because I didn't put the footage that I found the item that I took a picture of in the video. That was I accidentally cut it on accident,
Hmm.
and that's considered clickbait. And I got so much hate. But after that, I was just
Yep.
like, whatever, dude. Go suck a thumb in your
Right.
dungeon of doom.
Yeah, that clickbait video or well, whatever is actually my lowest percentage, my lowest like percentage because that dude must I don't know people I should have just pinned his comment, but I kind of just
You
left it
should have.
buried. And I mean, whatever. His comment got like 20 likes. I'm like, whatever. Obviously, the people that like that comment aren't the people I make my videos for. I mean,
No, not
I
at all.
I make my videos for the people that are in the chat right now. These people, the people that just want to see what's out there. If I help somebody get something off the peg or it gets them off their butt to go out and find it themselves, I've
Right.
done my job. I'm
Yeah,
not
and
here to make any kind of money, nothing like that. So I'm just out to have fun.
that's that's literally the whole point of the toy hunt videos is
Hmm.
to show everybody in the United States, outside the United States, what
Hmm.
your state or your city has compared to like yours. Like we talk about it in our group chat all the time. Like I'll
Hmm.
post
Oh yeah,
something and then you're like, oh, I can't believe that's crazy that you have that already. Same thing.
I
You'll
know. I'm
find
like,
things.
I I see you guys post. I'm like, when am I? When is it my turn? But I mean, I get it. I find stuff that other people don't too. So I mean,
Right.
some of it's timing, some of it's luck, and some of it's um going every single day. Which sometimes
Yeah.
I do. I've been skipping a few days. So not now.
I since Ross, I have been skipping. It's gone
Hmm.
from every other day to maybe once or twice a week because I feel like I'm either not missing anything or when I do show up, I come at the
Hmm.
right time. So it's just pure luck, I guess.
Hmm.
Rafa Mang. Oh, I just missed his comment. He has a question.
Oh.
What is the things you like or love but don't have that itch to collect? I'm an 80s baby but don't have no Ninja
Oh.
Turtles,
Oh,
GI
that is
Joes, etc. That's a great
Oh,
question.
that is a really good question because I mean, if I have an itch, I'm scratching. Unfortunately, because that's why I'm broke. I mean, I'm not broke, but I mean, that's why I'm out of room because I've scratched that itch way too many times. And now I'm just and even now I'm looking around. I love what I see, but there's a couple things that make me go, why did I buy that? Why? I mean, I got those little Dollar Tree figurines that you get. They're like, um, I don't have any around me, but I mean, oh, like this. I
Oh
scratch I,
yeah,
I scratch an itch because so I got it from the Dollar Tree because it was there. And now it just I mean it's missing a piece as you can see, but um I don't even collect I mean I apparently I do now, but that's the same thing. Gundams you saw in my videos I've been finding.
yeah.
I just thought they were cool looking, so I bought them. I mean, I don't even oh here it is. Here's one right here. This is the cool one right here. I've been, see what I mean? I mean, I
Yeah,
don't.
that one is pretty
I
cool.
know it's a Gundam. I don't know anything about it. It looks cool, and that's why I collect because it looks cool. I mean, I think it's cool.
That's one
You
of the
know,
FOMO buys. Don't lie.
what's that?
That's one of the FOMO buys.
Oh yeah, because it was at Ross.
Yep.
There's still three of the same one at one of my Rosses. I mean, uh, what else? This is all just random stuff I was just looking at on my desk. Like I got Lego minifigures, and
Miss
then
Piggy.
oh yeah, and then gotta have Kermit. These are just random things on my desk at home. So I mean, like I said, I don't even collect Lego, but I got Legos. I got found this little thing. This is one of those little garbage pail kids in those little things.
Oh,
Yeah, I found one of the gold ones. Also on my desk, one of those mini R2D2s.
oh, cool.
Yep. This was on my desk at my last job, so it's a little busted. But some of the Q figs, I got them on
Oh
clearance.
yeah.
But it was oh god, I never even cleaned it from so at my desk at work. But they shipped it back. It's busted, and of course,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Gotta have that.
But
I was
do you see what I'm saying
working.
though? I mean, it's just random stuff. I mean, I got a bleach statue up here. I mean,
Yeah, you don't want to see my desk. It's a freaking disaster still.
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
it mine is. I
to
got
read.
actually I have to clean it up because my job is hybrid
Mm.
after 90 days, so I need to have a spot to put my work laptop, and I don't have one. But I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Do I have bath pieces on my desk? I really do need to clean my desk.
Yeah, you do. It's dirty. I see it right now. No, okay, I don't.
No, you just be glad you can't see the floor.
Yeah.
I mean,
JJ, welcome to the
everybody's
chat.
dude. I even have this is randomly sitting on my desk.
Oh, that the Grogu. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's because it honestly behind the monitor on the wall, there's my all my Black Series are up here, and when I did my furnace, they bumped the wall, so I had an avalanche. I
Ha
just never
ha
put this
ha.
back up. I just never put it back up. I now I just have Grogu standing next to C3PO. So yeah.
Let's get to a couple of these. Manny, great show. Thank you. Thank you for watching the videos.
Oh yeah, Manny's a
Uh,
good dude.
he wants you
Do
to
I come to? Oh,
come
I
down to
do. I
Milwaukee.
I go to Milwaukee. I mean, I don't go into the city. I was there last Saturday with EC at we went to Albella and Lost World of Wonders. Is it Lost World of Wonders? Yeah. So I actually still have footage I never even shot. I still got to put together in a video from those. Yeah, I do like to go to Milwaukee. Actually, I'm going to Oak Creek tomorrow. Dropping off some Lego sets I bought for a buddy of mine. He I found some clearance Legos for him down in Gurnee, so I picked them up for him. And I got to go up to Oak Creek after work tomorrow to drop them off. So yeah, I'll be in Milwaukee tomorrow. I'm gonna do a little bit in Oak Creek and maybe Franklin tomorrow after work. So we'll see.
So, not that I really want to bring this guy up or anything, but Yukon Phil, we just, we're in a group chat with him. I mean, he is who
Oh
he
yeah, he's a good
is.
dude.
So he just got rid of his Black Series, like all of them.
Yeah,
So
for
now the
cheap. I mean,
question,
not cheap, but per figure value, cheap.
yeah, the
So,
question to pose to you is, if you wanted to get rid of a line, what line would it be?
ooh,
Because you do collect a lot.
I do.
Is there something that
Honestly,
you're not in love with anymore?
um, oh God,
Stumped
um.
them. I stumped them,
You
folks.
did, you did. I honestly, it would probably be Black Series that isn't Clone Wars. I would keep Clone Wars. I love the Clone Wars era stuff. So, and I have a lot of non-Clone Wars stuff that I would get rid of. Without hesitation. Just because I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not like hardcore. Like I don't have to have everything Star Wars. Like I got like three Darth Vaders. What do I need three Darth Vaders for?
Mm-hmm.
I got three different versions of Luke, only one on display. Um, I'm a 501st dork, so I have tons of clone troopers. But yeah, I'm Rebels. I got the whole Rebels team except for Zeb. I still need to get him for some reason. I don't know why I never picked him up. But yeah, that's probably one I would get rid of. Maybe, and I hate that I probably my wrestling figures. I have quite a few. I probably have about 30. Those would probably be the next to go. After that would be wrestling. So,
Hmm.
which I love I love watching wrestling. I love talking about it, but it's Mattel. They're okay, and I don't need 12 Ultimate Warriors. I don't. I mean, I need 12 Alexa Blisses, but I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Little, she's my future ex-wife. She just don't know it yet.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
One of
Oh
these days
man.
she'll know, but for now she doesn't. So, but I mean, and yeah, yeah, the chats were like, but I like Star Wars. I enjoy Star Wars. The with aside from the sequels, you know, I like Star Wars. I enjoy the stories. I don't know about the figures outside of the clone troopers because the clone troopers are pretty cool. So
Yeah, I know I've talked about this before, but I literally got out of Black Series probably 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago.
okay,
I saw no point. Because my main thing is Marvel Legends. I love Marvel
oh
Legends.
yeah, I won't
I
give
was
those
buying Star Wars just
MCU
because I
maybe.
think, and
Hmm.
I just sold them one by one, which I probably would have smarter would I if I would have done them in a bundle like Yukon did, but all mine were boxed. I don't think anyone wanted to buy them boxed, but whatever.
Hmm.
Manny has a question. Do you guys ever get toy burnout with all the lines out there? I'm gonna have you answer that first because you're the guest.
um, I not burnout like overall. Like I just need to stop. But there are times where I'll go out hunting and I'm just sitting there and I'm like I'll look around and I'll just be like, there's stuff here. I wouldn't mind having it, but I just don't feel like grabbing it. I mean, and if it's something I really, really want and I have that moment where I'm just like there, I leave it there. If I miss out, I miss out. I do get that point where it's just like I enjoy finding it. Like I'll film and it's awesome. Some of my reactions you see where I'm like, oh my god, that's genuine. But sometimes I'll just be like, I just don't need it. I just don't leave with it. So
Yeah, look at
yeah,
like last year, Ross. So there's a lot of things I passed on last year
God, I wish I would have passed that
that
more.
we saw at Ross. So obviously, that's the time to pick it
Mhm.
up when it's cheap. The X
Oh yeah.
Men Retro Carded Wave. Not one time did I ever see any of those hit my GameStop or Target or whatever. So
Hmm.
finding those was like a mission. I was like, I'm on a
Yeah.
mission. I got to find these.
I mean, it was cool for the army builders that hit Ross. That was great. The multiple mans. I bought like four of them. Um, I did end up with two of the three packs of Vipers. I had picked up one for somebody and they backed out, so I just kept it. So I have tons of Vipers now. But I mean, other than that, like I didn't buy like five spirals just to buy five spiral. I already had spiral from when she originally came out. So the only extra ones I bought were like you. I picked up one for you.
Yep.
It's in your pile of loot, and I picked up one for another buddy. Because he couldn't. He wanted to make sure that he was going to get it. So while I was there, I grabbed it for him, and we met up. He got it. So I think those are the only two I bought extra. Like I just what am I going to do with 12 spirals?
Yeah.
I'm not. I
There's
can't.
really
I have
there's
enough to
really no
sell.
reason. There's no reason to have
No,
that many of one
I
figure
mean,
unless it's an army
I could
builder.
have. I guess I could have bought them for trades, and hung on to them for maybe a trade down the road. But in the end, they're just that container there has stuff I want to trade. It's just sitting there. I know out in my storage area out here, I have the big bins. They're just filled with stuff that's just sitting there that I don't know what the hell to do with. So,
Yeah. I I think I figured out like I think after Star Wars when I got rid of that, I just was like, okay, I'm sticking to Marvel
hmm
Legends, G.I. Joe,
hmm
and obviously I'm trying to get the Crow stuff that I missed out on when that came out in 2008.
Ooh, see, that's the thing.
Uh,
See, that's another thing. I want the Mezco Crow, and I know someone
oh,
has it, and
it's
I'm just
such a
like,
great figure.
I know, but do you see what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
there's that itch. There's that itch. I want to go scratch it, so I want it. It's like
Hey, you got plenty of
you
things
know,
you can sell to get that. So
I don't want to sell any of it. It's mine. But I
you
mean,
want
yeah, I do have some stuff. I'm looking at right now. I'm just like, God, I have so much stuff that's not even open yet, and I'm just like, there's a lot of stuff there. I could open a
speaking
toy
of
store.
speaking of this pile of loot, I
What's
have
up?
this in this year's your pile of loot. One
Wait, I have
item.
a pile of loot with you.
You have a Frenzy Red now sitting here.
Oh, I didn't know if you actually picked that up here. Oh, cool, awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
I
we'll
grabbed
discuss that later. Yeah,
I
I
grabbed
because I
two.
cannot find. Okay, awesome, awesome.
So
Because that one has eluded me like completely. Now watch this. I'm gonna go out tomorrow and I'm gonna find
you gotta
it.
find it. Yep. How it happens every time. Every
I
time.
know, like my buddy CJ. Uh, I met him through one of my original chat groups, and he's awesome dude. I picked up some stuff from him down in Florida, and he actually had a quality issue with his how did he
Oh,
pronounce it?
Ryu.
And they sent him a fully new one
Oh, cool.
and parts, and he's like, oh. So I told him, I'm like, well, I have Nightfall Batman, and I know he needed it. Or no, what did I trade him? Oh no, no. He actually he actually paid for the Nightfall. But I had gotten a GI Joe for him. Not Duke, Hawk. Got Hawk for him. And so I sent him Hawk and he sent me Ryu. And then literally a week later, ran into four of them in Gurney. I'm
Yeah.
like, so
How it
and then,
happens.
yeah, and then my buddy Baltazar, he travels for work, kind of like Kyle Peterson. So he was down in Texas or something, and he found a Chun Li. So he got back, and he's like, "Hey, you want to buy Chun Li off me?" I'm like, "Sure." I can't find her. Literally, while we were at Target making the exchange, bam.
Every time.
I'm like, are you kidding me? But that was the day he got that wave of GI Joes that came out, Ripper, Buzzer, Shockwave.
Oh
He
yeah.
did get that whole wave while we were there, so that was cool for him. So,
Yeah, that's
but
like
I just cannot
Art.
believe it.
When Art was looking for Ken,
Oh
everyone
yeah,
was finding it and he couldn't, and then he finally found it even though he already had traded for it, I guess. And I'm like, yeah,
no,
I
yeah, that
tell. So
I remember that day. I was out hunting, and on my video where I found Ken. um I messaged Arx. I'm like, hey, I know you're looking for this. And he's like, oh no, 209 Ed found it for me like an hour ago. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, So yeah, it was just kind of funny. And now he's found it twice now. So
yep,
it happens. So
it does.
it's fun. It's fun. So
We have another question
what do
from
we got?
Rafa. Do you guys ever have falling figures disasters walking collection room? I've had some in my short years. I don't have a collection room, so I don't have a problem. Mine's boxed for the most
Um
part.
so
So
my collection room right now, my office and is my entertainment area right now. My living arrangement sucks, so my collection room is my bedroom and my office. Um, having your own house when you're single or your own apartment when you're single is very, very expensive. I can't afford it, so I live with people. Anyways, so in the middle of the night, I'll hear a noise. What fell? What fell? I'll look. It'll be like something fell on the table that I was working on, or Skelligod. When I had my Masterverse display, every morning I would wake up, half the Masterverse figures would be on the floor because his ankles always felt. Finally, I just leaned him against the wall and go live, and then finally, and then that Star Wars display right there, that thing's fallen like twice.
Yeah,
Like
I
gluing
don't
them
have that
down.
problem yet. I'm not saying that I'm not going to open stuff. I
Uh,
have
yeah, but
literally
you're
two
more of an
boxes
inbox.
full.
But
I am.
you're more of an inbox guy. So like you can see that's what I like about the Transformers there. They got a wider base. They don't they're it's harder for them to fall. That's what I do like about the Transformers. Or like I know some of my friends they display them in vehicle mode. They're not going to fall
Right.
like that. So yeah.
Yeah. It's like my son. He has two these long IKEA shelves that he bought, and all
Wow.
his Transformers
Okay.
are on those on
Okay.
risers.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I can't remember what those are. Those Billy bookcases?
I
Billy's?
don't.
Like
I
something like
don't.
that?
I don't
I don't
remember.
know.
I have
They
no
got
idea.
dude, they got names I can't pronounce. I'm
Yeah.
surprised I can pronounce Detolf. What's the new one like Blaladen? Blaladen?
I don't even know what that one is. Yeah. Blue
So yeah.
Blusion or something like that. I don't know. Yeah.
I
That's
don't
funny.
even know. I don't even know. Um yeah, I mean as long as that don't fall right there, my his tank, anything falls on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my second most expensive toy. Right? Yeah. The headless horseman is my no. His tank is the most expensive. Headless horseman is my second most expensive.
Oh
Those are
yeah.
the two biggest investments in toys I've made. Um, yeah, because I don't buy play sets. I bought Castle Grayskull, but like I don't buy play sets, so I don't have that money there. And I'm not rich, so if I invest a lot of money in a figure, it's probably not going to be a lot. Like the Vamp will be, I think that'll be my first, well, my third $100 figure, $100 or more figure will be the Vamp. So, but yeah, I try to coupons when I can, man. Coupons and
That,
sales.
I'm with you, man. It's funny. In the last, I would say maybe 10 years, the coupons for toys have kind of just
Hmm.
disappeared. I mean,
Yeah.
luckily, Target will have their thing every
Hmm.
once in a while. Like right now,
Yeah.
it's Ninja Turtles. They have 20% off. There was a
Yeah. The problem with that is like the retro turtles. Like if you get the retro ones, they're 11.99 there, 20% off. Might as well just go to Walmart and pay the same price without the sale.
Right. Yep.
But
I mean,
I mean, like if you want that playset, I've heard bad things about it. It's kind of chintzy. But I mean, if you're
oh
looking
yeah.
for a playset, 20% off $80 is that's 16 bucks off. So I think it's $80. I mean, so you get it for $60, and depending on your taxes, you're still paying under 70. If you
Yeah.
want
Well,
to if you
even with
want to
that
call that a deal,
20% off, they
you
had it
know,
cheaper during Christmas. I think they had that thing down to like
yeah, it was
40,
like 40 or 50
45.
bucks. Yeah, 40 or 50.
Yeah.
The only thing I kind of wanted it for is I wanted the porta potty. I wanted the porta. I was like, dude, I could do something. That'd be fun with a Deadpool thing. That just something for
That would be.
that'd be something for Deadpool. Like that's why I bought the only dinosaur figure I bought was because I wanted Deadpool to ride a dinosaur.
Yeah.
So
That's
I bought a
cool.
dinosaur for Deadpool to ride. And for some reason I still haven't set that up. Deadpool's laying on the ground. If you watch my last two videos, I had the toy table. That's Deadpool just laying over, pointing straight up because I just haven't bothered to stand him back up. So,
That's
oh
that's
man,
like all my guys sitting here. So what
this
is
is
the
my pocket
most
figure,
difficult?
Havoc.
What's the most difficult thing, or what's the most difficult part of the toy community in general? Not just like our chat group, but the
Oh,
community as a whole. What's the most difficult part that you see?
drama. Difficult people is you have the people that the people that call collectors like me the pores. I collect on a budget. I have a budget for. I'm sorry, I can't drop $800 a week on toys. Like, and this is nothing against. And I'm using Kyle Peterson as an example because everybody knows him. He does his weekly hauls. He spends hundreds of dollars a week, but he's earned that right. He has a good job. What he does, he's earned his right to do it. But you don't
Right.
see him out there going, well, you're waiting for a $5 figure. No, he's out there. I got to get a deal. The reason he does it, he gets a deal. I'm tired of the drama. Like people are like, oh, oh, you shop at Ross, you must be poor. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm poor. I'm poor. I'm gonna if I can get a $5 figure at Ross instead of a paying 25 at Target, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I get it. If you wait for every figure to hit Ross, there'll eventually
Right.
be no figures. But I do buy figures at full price. I got cycle. I'm gonna spoil. Oh wait, that video's up now. I got Cyclops from. I had to look at my what I forgot. I posted a video today. I'm not going to spoil the haul.
Oh,
Like I got the Wave 2 Cyclops. I paid full price for it. I mean, I paid retail. I used a $5 coupon at GameStop, but I still paid retail for it. I didn't. It didn't go to clearance or nothing like that. You know, so I didn't get the his tank on sale. I paid full price for that thing. Let me tell you. I mean, I paid a lot of my GI Joes. I paid full price for. I'm gonna support the lines I want. I would say probably 80% of my Transformer collection I paid retail for. Some of it I paid more because they're out of print. Like Grimlock is $200 market value right now, and I missed out
yeah,
on them. So
crazy.
mad. Anybody? My birthday's in December. Grimlock Studio Series, please. Kidding. I'm kidding. Um, and that's weird. That's the other thing. Getting gifts from people. My buddy Bobby bought me that Toshiro anime hero thing.
Uh-huh.
It just shocked me. Creative Bantha got me that hoist. I didn't. He just like, hey, go ahead, grab one. I was like, are you sure? You know, um, Horsehead Toys. That AWOC I got. Um, we talk, and I support him. He doesn't pay me nothing, you know, or what I guess now technically because he gave me that A. He said the AWOC was a gift, but I buy a lot from him. I buy stuff from him, so I bought a couple, so. Plus, I mean, I do advertise his shop. I know a couple people have bought from him because of me, but I didn't do it because he was giving me anything. I had no idea he wasn't going to charge me for that AWOC. That's the weird thing is getting stuff like that. Those are the only three things I've gotten. And it's still weird to me. Because I don't expect it. I'd just rather pay for my own stuff. You know.
Yeah, I get it. I'm the same way. I'd rather do
hmm
that. I'd rather not, get something um, for free per se, if you know what I mean. It'd be
hmm
different if it was a company sending you stuff like they're like, "Hey, we're gonna send you this stuff. Will you review it for your channel?" That'd be a whole different thing.
Yeah, I think a bunch of us in our I know me and Art got a message from some generic Lego manufacturer to do something for them, but I'm not a Lego guy. I don't feel right doing that. If I were a Lego guy, I would have done it, but I'm not a Lego guy.
Yeah, it
So,
makes
and I suck
sense.
at reviews, and I suck at reviews. So, you know,
Yeah, I feel like you have to have a niche to do reviews. That I'm not that good at it. I don't have a setup for it. I mean, you have to have
yeah,
like
I
the
don't
setup
either.
for reviews. So
Yeah, I mean, I have the robot voice when I do voiceovers because, yeah, but it is. Oh yeah, Hot Boy, yeah, Hot Boy. Yeah, that's the comic version coming out. I want the movie version, but the comic version does look good. And saw in the chat somewhere, Manny, you mentioned you haven't seen any new Transformers. If you're near Oak Creek, the Mire there has the new Snarl. It was there the other day. I don't know if it's still there, but Myers did get the new Snarl, and spoiler for Thursday's video, I did find another Snarl closer to my house. Didn't buy it because I can't afford $55 this week. I might probably, if it's there when I get paid again, I might buy it. But man, $55 is it's a lot.
it's a lot. I was lucky
So
enough to get that for 20 last Christmas season. I think it was. Yeah,
what
because it
Snarl?
wasn't. Yeah, because it technically wasn't out yet. I mean, it was
Oh
supposed to be out, but it wasn't out. It wasn't in Target system, and they have a policy if it's not in their system that
yeah.
they can give it to you for a low price. And
Or
she
they
was
or
like
they
20
or if it's
bucks.
sell they'll salvage it out. I hate when they salvage
Yeah,
it. Just sell it to me for $5. At least you're getting your money.
exactly. So getting that for
So,
20, I was like, that's a huge thing because that was one of the main gifts for my son for Christmas. And
hmm
I was like, dude, this is a great deal. $20. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to argue. I was just like, cool, and left.
do you have the maybe I'm gonna be a salesman right now. Do you have the Walgreens exclusive Minerva?
Does he? I don't know if he does.
Find out. I might have an extra one I can throw in your pile of loot.
Well, that pile of loot is his actually.
I think it's only I was it like it's either 27 or 37 bucks. It's like three figures, maybe four.
Yeah, I'll
Whatever.
have to. I'll ask him when we're off here.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
know. I have an extra one. It's just
I
been
know
sitting there. It's
that.
probably got 3 inches of dust on it.
Perfect. Just like all his Transformers on his shelf right now. 3 inches of dust.
I know. I have to dust those. I'm dreading it. I already know. Last summer or this past summer when the last time I dusted it, there were spider webs up there. I'm like, oh God, I need to dust it more than every 6 months. So yeah, there were spider
Yeah,
webs up there.
that's the thing
That was
is
funny.
that's probably why I can't display stuff because I have a tendency where I would clean nonstop
hmm
because that's just a thing that growing up, my mom said if you leave any of your toys or comic books on the ground on your floor, when I go in to clean your room, they're going in the garbage. So ever
Yep.
since then, when I had
hmm
things go in the garbage and I couldn't get them, it's been that
Right.
way. And I'm like, no, I'm keeping everything in box. I think that's where that happened. Why the inbox thing became a thing.
Maybe I mean I know I tease people for being an inbox collector, but I mean I do have some still in the box because the package looks really good, but like Marvel Legends, there's no I mean a retro card, okay, I can see it. Lucas. Yep. Hey, got my water. I'm hydrated. I mean, it looks
Uh,
red, but it's just
it's blood.
it's the generic Mio stuff without the caffeine. So, but I'm staying hydrated. What's going on, Lucas? Missed you at Albella on Saturday. Tell work to quit working you to death so you can come hang out. God dang it.
Joseph, what's up, man? I have not found the platinum Batman yet. I have not. I probably won't. There's a tease for Thursday's video, I bet.
There's a tease. There's a
Yep.
tease.
Uh,
Yeah, I did find at least three platinums today on my way home from work. At least three. So,
I have,
I will say not Catwoman because we all need a little Anne Hathaway in our life. Between her and Little Miss Bliss, I'd have a heart attack. But yeah, I still
yeah,
haven't seen the Anne Hathaway Catwoman yet. Oh, that's right, you got the Bat Pod. Did you
yep,
open it yet or no?
yep. I opened it. Biggest waste of money. I wish. This is the one thing I regret buying already this
Oh,
year.
really? I mean, aside from
Yep.
the price, how's the figure? How's the Anne Hathaway though?
Figure was good. It looks
Okay,
like her, which is awesome. Her legs are
okay.
too long. Her legs are just too
Oh,
long.
that's right. Yeah, I did
She
hear that
couldn't.
the
She
people are
couldn't fit on
upset
the
about the
bike.
legs. It's got the
Yeah.
no, well, he's got normal legs, but this is my pocket
Yeah.
figure.
But
Everyone's
for
got
the
to have.
most
I mean,
part,
go
she's
figure.
not bad. Her head, I feel like, is a little too loose, and
Okay.
you have to like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. How to push it back on the peg, and they would just push forward. And I was like, another DC multiverse quality control problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to your question about what line I would be okay giving up. It would be DC Universe or DC Multiverse. I have tons. I'd had more than I thought, and honestly, aside, I would keep maybe one or two figures, and the rest I would not miss. The only thing right now I'm probably gonna collect from Toddy Mac is the Dune figures because yes, I love Dune. It's my favorite book, and it has been since I was probably in fifth grade. Um, and it's nice to see them finally do a halfway decent movie. I mean, casting, I had some questions about casting, but other than that, first movie is good. I'll probably see the new one probably in the next week or two. I mean, it's not like it's spoilers. I've read the book like 20 times. So, but
Yeah,
yeah, Toddy Mac, some of his movie stuff I might get, but other than that, I I'm not a DC guy. You know,
Yeah,
I don't I don't know much about DC other than what I see in the movies
right.
and what I see in the animated. I will say the Justice League animated movies that had the reign of Superman, death of Superman, the Batman, the son of Batman, that series of movies. If they would have done those movies as the DCEU, that would have been freaking amazing because those movies had some of the best stories in there. Justice League Dark, even the Wonder Woman Bloodline movie, those were great.
Yeah, I hear that all the time. Actually, I hear that everyone
Hmm.
favored the DC, well, the cartoons basically over the movies. I hear
Do
that
you
all the
have Do you
time.
have Max? Do you have
Yeah, I
Max?
do. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. If you haven't watched them, watch them because that's got like Justice League versus Teen Titans, the Judas Contract, that's
Mhm.
in there. The Suicide Squad Hell to Pay is part of that. Um, I'll send you a list to watch them in order. I'll message you later. There's an order. I think there's
Okay.
only one of the movies is not on Max right now, and it's one of the Justice League Dark movies.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I've only
they're
watched
really really good.
the
I recommend them.
was it the Justice League Flashpoint because I wanted to understand the
Yeah,
Flashpoint story before I went
that's
and
the
saw
first one.
Flash
That's the
movie.
first of those movies is the Justice League Flashpoint.
Yeah, and that was actually pretty
The older
good.
one from like 2012ish. I can't remember when it came out.
Yeah, I think it was about
So
that time
yeah.
frame. Yeah, that was. I'm not into. This sounds weird. I like cartoons, but I just can't get into the animated superhero. Like I guess the DC stuff. Some of the Marvel stuff I can't get into. I like What If. I like the. I guess it's
Hmm.
the animation. My thing is, I went to school to become a comic book artist and an animator. So there's
Okay.
certain kind of animation I like, and I just
Hmm.
can't get into the DC animated stuff because to me it looks like anime too much, and I'm not a huge anime guy. Like
Hmm.
the anime I grew up with was Vampire Hunter D, violent.
Oh yeah, you're talking anime, dude. There's
Yeah,
nothing beats pure anime.
yeah,
Even bad anime is still better than what we get over here. Even though there is good stuff over here in America, bad
yes,
anime still blows it out of the water. Bleach. I mean, I can go back to Macross. You can go back to Robotech. All that stuff. I
yeah.
mean,
Robotech.
the Voltron before it was Voltron when it was Go Lion.
Yep.
Stuff like that. That stuff
Yeah,
was amazing.
Here we go. William Golden said the one. I was gonna say
Oh,
Ninja
Ninja
Scroll.
Scroll. Yup. Oh God, I
Yeah.
remember the first time I seen that. I was just like,
Yep. Akira.
I was in shock. Akira. Yup. Akira. Even Dragon Ball Z. I know a lot of people are like, but you know what? That really got me into the series. Like, I'd already known about the serialized stuff, like because I remember Robotech when I was a kid. But I was when I at the time I watched Robotech, I was probably too young to understand it. But then, I started watching, got 2 or 3 years older, started watching Dragon Ball Z. I started understanding the serialized stories. So then I went back to watch Robotech and really appreciated it, you know. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's like a lot of the stuff that was anime. I didn't know was considered anime. I guess back when I was younger. So was it
oh yeah, no,
until
we just yeah.
I
And
was like,
then you got your fan service cartoons like Icky Talzin, Claymore. Claymore is just brutally violent, but it's still got fan service. Stuff like that. I mean,
this?
Fist of the North Star.
Yes, that one is the one I watched too.
That's a good movie. Um,
First sister, how's it going? I saw you earlier. So she started watching
oh,
Harley
okay.
Quinn on Max. I have watched that, and that
I
show
haven't.
is actually really good. It's
I'm
very
honestly, I'm
dirty.
finally. I think once I'm on season 4 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I never watched it
Oh,
when it was on, but now I'm starting to
love that
watch it.
show. Great
So
show.
now I just started season 4. So I think once I finish Brooklyn Nine-Nine, maybe I'll do another animated series. I don't know yet. I'm not even sure yet.
Yeah, another one, Heavy
Oh, Heavy
Metal.
Metal.
That
Oh,
was
yeah,
another
Heavy
one.
Metal, dude.
Great.
That
That's the
is the king
goat.
of all animated anything. Heavy
Yes.
Metal. Fact 2, it was okay. Fact 2 just wasn't as good, but the first Heavy Metal, I love that movie. So, I mean, you got your basis for Fifth Element in there with the cab driver.
Yeah.
So, or at least the basis for Corbin Dallas was the Taxi Driver from that, so at least that's
Yeah,
where it feels like that you got it from.
when I was younger, I wasn't allowed to watch heavy metal. It wasn't until I got older and I was working at a video store and the 25th anniversary, I think, came out. That's the first time I
Okay, so
watched it. And I
I know
was
the
like,
time frame then. So yeah, 2005-ish.
yeah, somewhere in that realm, yeah. And
Hmm
that was when I was like, oh yeah, I'm all now. I'm like, I don't know why my mom wouldn't let me watch this.
Right. I'm sorry. I'm looking through the I'm looking through the chat and the Storm Riders. I've heard of it. I haven't seen that one yet. The same thing. Goblin Slayer. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. And Overkill shoes work great on The Witcher. Oh, interesting. Okay,
Custom
interesting. Now I kind of regret not getting
Dante's
Overkill
Inferno.
for the parts.
You're not missing much.
Oh yeah, Love, Sex and Robots. Yeah, I see highlight William
Mm,
Golden's the most that was yeah, it was a continuation of heavy metal and
oh,
they were
that's
trying to do some
right.
more stuff with the Matrix. The last I was kind of a combo of trying to get that whole heavy metal thing out and then introduce new stories for Matrix, I believe. I
Mhm.
think. But it turned into Love, Sex, Robots and I've watched a couple of them. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's not my favorite, but I enjoy it. So
Yeah, going into the next topic, which is technically like my favorite movie of all time. If you guys don't know what that is,
it better not be Eternals.
that is not my favorite movie of all time. But Manny
All right.
mentioned it earlier, and I'm going to spoil the video. If you guys haven't watched my video that dropped today at 3 o'clock, I'm going to spoil it right now. This is the only thing that I had in my toy haul because everything else came late today. It was this. This is a grill item that is very expensive. This goes for like $90. I actually got it for $32.
Ooh.
This is an old NECA Real Toys from 2008.
I remember. Dude, I remember when that was on the shelf, and I just wasn't into like the NECA stuff. I
Yeah.
don't know why I didn't. And it was because it was all properties I loved. I don't know why I never bought that stuff. God, I kick
Yeah.
myself
So,
in the butt. I kick myself in the butt every time I see some of that stuff.
yeah, this is what I'm hunting down. There's, I think, one or two more, and they're not cheap. You actually, in your hunt video that you went to, what was that? Can't remember what show it was, but you were with EC and you picked up Serpent something for me. That
Oh, the
Marvel
Serpent's
Legend.
Society. That serpent. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
They had that
That was
18-inch
MightyCon. It
crow.
was either Burn 'Em Bowl or MightyCon because
Yeah,
that same vendor was at both shows, and
yeah.
he was at Kenosha Toy Show.
Yeah, there was
But
that 18-inch crow, which is a boy has it's voice activated. I didn't even know it was ever
oh,
made, and they
I'll
had
have
it
to
for like
talk to EC. I'll have
180.
to talk to EC. If that was at Burn 'Em Bowl, we can.
I think it might have been. Yeah,
Yeah, if it was at Burn 'Em
pretty.
Bowl, we can definitely find out for you.
Yeah,
So
180. That thing doesn't go any cheaper than I think 400 on eBay.
400.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
found
you're gonna have
one.
to you are gonna have to Zelle me some money because PayPal don't pay fast enough.
Yeah, I know. Um, I found one on eBay, and it was, get this, it was through why can I not think of it? Goodwill, and I don't remember what state. So
Oh,
obviously, if you guys didn't know, Goodwill has their own like eBay accounts for every
yeah,
state,
it's called like shopgoodwill.com or something like that. I
something
was
like
on
that.
it the
Yeah.
other day.
So they had one, and I don't even remember. It wasn't even that expensive. I think 80, no, $100. The shipping was not cheap. The shipping was like
Oh,
50,
yeah. Oh,
and I was like, oh.
ouch.
So I was like, how they send you those, you view this, and they're going to give you, send you I guess, a discount because you viewed it, and because I do that too. And I
Oh,
was like, oh yeah, and then
are you talking about our Bullseye Deals place?
no, it's something else. It's actually Goodwill. Usually it's Goodwill underscore, and then it's like whatever state it is from
Oh,
or
are you talking about
city. I
like
can't
are you
remember.
talking about the actual eBay shops on eBay?
Yes, the actual
Oh,
eBay
okay.
shops.
Because they have their own eBay or they have their own websites called like shopgoodwill.com. It's all their auctions.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
knew
I
about the eBay thing, but that every state
yeah.
has, or city, I guess depends. They all have like their own, and that was I was just searching for it, and I found it on there, and I was like, dang. and I was in an order because they were like, it came down to a good price, and then someone snatched it. And I'm like, damn it! And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll find it. But yeah, I didn't know it was
Um,
that expensive.
yeah, it's Goodwill's getting very, very hard to just find anything on the shelf there
Hmm.
because you got to fight with people that, resellers. That the Goodwill is at least my Goodwill. I watch people what they put in their carts, and there's no way they're just buying that for themselves. They're resellers.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously there are some people that go there to, for themselves, which whatever, it's fine. But I go in there. I go there for myself because I like to find some vintage goodies. I don't ever find anything, or I get
yeah,
beaten to the punch. But
yeah. I only go and look for Blu-rays, DVDs, because sometimes
mine
they'll
has
miss something
none.
that's rare.
I'll,
So
I'll send you some
that's
next time I'm at Goodwill. I'll send you what our multimedia area looks like at our Goodwill. There's like it's bad, but I
and this.
mean, to the point I was making with Goodwill was it's expensive now. They get their stuff for
Yes.
free and they charge almost market value for stuff. I saw they had starting lineups. Somebody
Oh
must have donated
gosh.
a bunch of carded starting lineups. Well, I looked, I'm like, oh, cool. I remember, I was like, well, maybe there's one in there I want, because I'm like, all right, they're gonna be like $1 or two, right? So I look at a couple random ones, they're like $4. I'm like, ouch. And then I was like, ooh, Raphael, the 1994 or 95 Raphael Palmero. And I'm like, ooh, Raphael Palmero, $11.
They don't
eBay
even.
is
Yeah, exactly. That's what Goodwill has become. They've become a scalper for
sucks.
free. They're literally getting free stuff and they're scalping. That's
Yeah.
basically what it is. And I get it.
Hmm.
They're a business, but they're getting stuff for free.
Yeah,
And I
their
see a
their
problem with
whole
that.
their whole business is the fact that their overhead is free.
Yeah.
And then I mean literally one day of sales that they didn't pay any of that for that any of that stuff pays their electric, rent, lease, everything on one day of sales. Everything
Yep.
else is pure profit. Or maybe
Crazy.
maybe one day is property and all that stuff, then day two is all your employee salary for the month.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Welcome, Mr. Syntastic Nerdy Collecting. How's it going?
It
Couple of
doesn't wait.
jabronis.
Give me a smack.
Yeah, yeah. You want me to smack you like he smacked Cody?
Mr. Centat, dude, he's got some fantastic shop. Dude,
I
you
tell
got
you,
some awesome shops out there, dude. I'm jealous. I watch his shop videos and I'm just like, I don't have one of those. I don't have one of those. I don't. I want one of those. I do. I love it. I love his videos. I love
yeah.
his shop
Imagine
videos.
walking down to his basement. I would love to shop in his basement, even
I've
though I know
seen.
nothing's for sale.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I watched one of his walkthroughs and I'm just like, candy shop. I want
Yep.
that. I want that. I want that. I mean, yeah, definitely. So that's cool. And that's another thing. That's what we all do this for. We make friends. Now I'm friends with you. I'm friends with Art. I mean, Phil mostly. The man
Mm,
collects. I met Lucas through YouTube. He's one of my really good friends in we talk. So I made what I wanted. I got friends out of it that are collectors because for some reason people still have the stigma that we're 40-year-old virgins. I mean, you might be, but I'm not. Um,
I mean, no. I
I mean,
have
you got
kids.
kids. So, I mean, you can't. I think they're yours, but
I
but
question
you
that
see what I'm
all the
saying?
time.
Because I like at work, the new job. A good friend of mine did help me land this job. He got me the interview. I nailed the interview and got the job. But I walked in there day one. They all knew I was a YouTuber. They all knew his toys. Freaking the one guy's like, "Do I get you a Barbie or something?" I'm like, "Dude, shut up." So I mean,
Hilarious.
it was all good fun, but but that's that whole segment. So like now I got I got all these people. Oh, hey Archer, stuff like that. All these guys. So exactly, and what? Mr. Fantastic said, well, building a network of like-minded nerds.
Yep, that is
I prefer
exactly
geek,
why I did
but I will
this.
take nerd. So, yeah, it is. It's
Yeah,
nice,
it's
and
nice. Yeah,
it's nice to have that conversation. Now half the chats that I on my phone, like I got right now I got like 12 notifications, and they're all toy groups, like different ones I'm in, like, and not
dang.
just like, oh, we found this, but these are people. I mean, like I got Gurney, got the Gurney group, got a Chicago group, got the Elite group, I got our group, but and some of the groups you're in on Facebook kind of forces you into these chat groups. So I do, so those are there, but I kind of ignore those. So plus I do
Yeah, that's
moderate. I moderate in 2 or 3 Facebook groups. So
yeah, that's one
I'm
thing
slacking
that
on those duties. I slack on those duties. I
I
ain't gonna
can't
lie, I
get in.
slack.
I can't get into the Facebook groups at all. I don't get on Facebook as it is, and I don't know. I know there's a lot of people. The
Hmm.
community is on Facebook. There's a ton of toy groups, but
Oh yeah,
there's
oh yeah.
been I'm in a few, but there's I think 3 or 4 that I left because most of the guys in there were all basically scalpers in a
Oh
sense,
yeah.
and then they all fought
Scam
with each
art.
other, and I'm like, I'm not into this in this group for this, you know,
Hmm.
bickering
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
trying to one up each other. Like I'm in
I
it
have cut the
because
groups
I'm
down. I cut them down.
yeah,
So.
it's hard, and that's the one thing I do like about ours is, like I've said
Hmm.
before with Man Collects, there's no egos in
No.
our group at all. Like we're all there
No.
as individuals to help each other, to have fun, to talk shit, and
Toxic.
to
That's the
post
word.
funny
Thank you, William.
memes. Yeah,
But yeah,
they
no,
can get
I'm.
toxic, and
Yeah, and that's why, like, yeah, our degenerates group is it's. I get along with everybody in there as far as I know. I don't think any of you guys hate me. Well, I mean, if you
no.
do, whatever. Like,
I mean, that guy Yukon Phil, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I should kick him out, but
reach through the screen, be like, ugh.
in
Yeah,
all
no,
seriousness, no, guys in the chat, I don't have a
oh
problem with
yeah,
Yukon Phil. It's just a thing that we do with each other where we talk crap. We talk
zingers.
about this
I mean,
fake
but to be honest, I don't
feud.
think he's. Yeah, I don't think he's here anymore. But the man Klex has got his, his smooth Southern drawl. I
Yep,
think that's why he's so famous. He's got that smooth Southern drawl, man. I don't know.
that's what I
Hey,
said,
even
man.
I'm like, I'm straight as an arrow, and I'll be like, listen, I'm like, relaxed.
So Mr.
But
Tastic says, I use a Facebook because it helps us people always leave links for when things drop
yes,
online.
that's I do. There are a couple groups I stay in just for that reason. I also, when I'm not working or if I got free time and I have the links, I'll drop them in some of those groups too. I do, especially ones I'm active in, like my Chicago group. I can't show them like like the Chicago group. They all show what's at stores in Chicago. Actually, being in Chicago is too far for me. It's an hour just to the north side of Chicago. But I do help them out with links. I meet up with a lot of them at Kane County, which is just outside Chicago. So so we do help each other there. I give them links. I get some news from them. I get a lot of SH figure art. There's one guy in there. He's very big on SH figure arts. So I think I actually know about him before Art does. So, which is weird because that guy Art knows everything about SH
Art
figure
does know
arts.
everything. Yeah, I try to do my best in my broadcast channel on Instagram to post links when new stuff drops. I try to. It's very hard. I try to find them early because
Hmm.
Amazon will sometimes post them like hours early and then they'll pull them off. So I try
Yeah,
to do that for the most part. So
yeah.
if you guys want to join that, please
Yeah,
do.
I got your link. I get your links, and I'm in your link group when you send out links.
Thanks.
There's a good. Rafa's got a question. There it is.
Yes, that's what I was in.
Oh,
What's
see,
the worst trade in memory you did? I traded Spider-Man versus Wolverine for a Don. What?
yeah.
That's a bad trade. I will admit
This
that's a bad
question's
trade.
for you because I honestly, my last trade in was I was a kid. I haven't really done any trade ins lately, so I got to hear that. I know you've done it because you said you've traded in, you've sold sets. Have you done any
Yes.
trades?
So it wouldn't be a trade because I don't know. I'm not opposed to trading, but it has to make sense for both of us.
Hmm.
But when I was younger, I want to say it was like either 8 or 10. I can't really remember. So my grandma had a yard sale in her backyard, and I decided, I wanted something, and I was like, oh, what can I sell? I sold my original Castle Grayskull and all my original He-Man, Master of the Universe figures. I can't remember what it was called. It was a bone, like skeleton looking thing,
Oh, I know what
and
you're talking about. It's
yeah,
the
and you could
carrying
put
thing. It's the bone
yeah,
carrying thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
you could put all your
I can't
figures on.
remember
I
what it's
sold
called.
all that for I want to say like 40 or $50. I don't remember. And my parents were fuming mad. And now, like, here I
Yeah,
am, 44 years old, and I'm kicked myself. Like, I can't believe I sold all this stuff because I don't
yeah,
even remember what I wanted. And I just, like, yeah, I just made like $40. Parents were
yeah. And
pissed.
when you're 10 years old, that's a lot of money because
Yeah, that was a
I
lot of
did
money.
something similar. We had a shop here back when I was like 11. So that would be like that'd be like 1952. No, back in like late 80s. I traded in a bunch when the turtle craze was going on. I was like, oh, I've got to get all these turtles, So I'm like, I need money for turtles. So I'd like beg my mom to take me to the store to trade in a bunch of toys for money. Well, here I'm thinking it's original He-Man in that group. There was some Thundercats, some no play sets. I destroyed all those because we used to MacGyver that stuff when I was a kid.
Who didn't?
We combined it. We MacGyvered the hell out of vehicles and play sets. But one place that I did trade in, and that really during that trade was the original Hall of Justice.
Oh my gosh.
I know, but that was 1989. I was 11 years
I
old. I didn't know
know.
any better. And honestly, I think I got like $25, and it bought me. Well, turtles were $3 back then, so
Mhm.
$25 got me 7 action figures, and wasn't worth it. But I miss all
Dang.
those toys.
I know, I
Yeah, that
tell
was my
you.
worst trade in. But now, if I trade in anything, it's going to be for store credit or something. But I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm still at the I don't want to get rid of it. It's gonna hurt. So I'm not quite
See,
there yet. Except
I'm
for
at the
pops.
point where I'm
Pops are gone.
openly willingly to sell almost all my DC multiverse except
Hmm.
for some Batman movie stuff, and I'm trying to build the classic Justice League. That's it. Once I do that, I'm
Hmm.
done with Justice League.
Yeah,
But yeah, all of my DC multiverse besides Batman movie stuff, some movie stuff, classic jail, everything else has got to go. I'm going to answer this question, or actually, I want to put this question up here. William Golden, I tried to bet T3 on new stuff, but I swear this guy has no job. Technically, I do have a job, but I don't have a job right now at this moment. So,
yeah. Oh yeah, you're in a rough spot. We talked about it.
yeah,
And you're in a bad area for work too. So that kind of
it's terrible. Yes.
yeah. So
It's just been tasked
you
to. The worst trade on was video games into GameStop. Traded in some Genesis games for like NBA Showdown. I one of the games is Musha, which is yeah. Oh my gosh,
dude,
I actually remember
dude,
that
I hurt
game.
for you. That yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. That Syntax. Sorry, man.
Oh
That
yeah,
that
that's
hurts
right.
just reading
Starro.
that Star. Oh, isn't that wasn't a build? It wasn't Starro a build a figure from DC Multiverse?
Yep, I actually
Okay.
have three of them, and I think William was the one that wanted them. I have them back here still.
Honeymoon stage. Yeah. As I was reading college, she said the honeymoon stage. Yeah, I mean, it's been many, many, many years for this honeymoon stage, but it's getting to the end.
William
The
X.
pops honeymoon is over. I got 3 containers. I need to find a shop willing to trade them in, even for
Ooh,
in-store credit. You know.
yeah, I'm doing that right now for
So
my son because he has like 20 something totes full of pops he doesn't want anymore.
I don't have that
Millennium
many.
Workshop says T3 just needs to move to Ohio. Yeah, nope, not happening. I'm a California boy. West Coast only. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
it's 1993. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you might have if you want. So California's got high cost of living, not very many jobs. You may have to. I mean, you can still stay out in that area. You just may have to relocate to a higher populated area. Honestly,
Yeah,
you might have to.
it's not,
It
and
sucks, but you might
it's
have to.
my thing is I grew up where I live. I've moved all over kind of California, lived in Oregon. I loved Oregon.
Hmm.
Um, I would have moved back to Sacramento in a heartbeat. My wife would not. She hates the cities, the big
Hmm.
cities. She's like, I'm down for visiting for a few days. I can't live there anymore. She likes
Okay.
where we live because it's where her family is. My family's here too, but
Okay. Well,
like for
okay.
me,
So that's yeah.
it's
You just
different.
need yeah. Um. But yeah, I mean, if you can find remote work, it's tough, but it's out there. But all right. Good
Yeah,
night, Mr. Sin. Good night.
that's the thing is remote work is hard
It's tough.
because of my
A lot
background.
of people
My
aren't doing it
background's
anymore.
yeah, most of my background's retail and operations, and from years ago to now, everyone wants a degree. They want all these certifications, and I'm like, I literally did all this. What do I need all that certification for when it's all on paper? I can show you all my, awards
Hmm.
I've gotten and stuff, but none of that matters. So whatever.
Yeah. So sometimes you just got to find just the right situation. Honestly,
Yeah, and I
you
think
just got
that'll
to
happen.
yeah, just keep your head on straight. Start. I mean, you like take transitional jobs. Pat, if you got to pad your resume. I was if I didn't get this job that I got, I was actually looking at some secondary resume padding jobs. So yeah, so
Sister, yeah, San Diego is very, very expensive. I have been down there, and it's very
uh,
expensive, but it's super nice.
coastal big cities are way overly expensive. I mean, they're nice to
Yeah,
visit sometimes. Like I'll never I have zero interest in visiting New York.
I would like to go
None.
to New York
LA,
at least
no
once.
interest. No interest. If I want to, I got Chicago and I'd
You're
barely go
telling me
there.
that
And
you
it's an
would
hour
never
drive.
want to go to Frankensons then?
That's not in LA though. That's just in California. I didn't say I wouldn't go to California. I just said I wouldn't go to LA or San Diego or
Yeah, but
San
there's a lot
Francisco.
of cool places in LA though, like toy shops and
I
stuff
know,
that I'm
I know,
itching to
I
go
know
to.
that. I know. But Frankenstein's would be fun. I think that would be worth a trip to California. That place is huge and lots of it's a toy show. It's a toy show every day. So
Well, you have the
I
toy
could,
show behind
well,
me
you
too.
have all the
Both of us
package.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah, pretty much. Oh my
This
god,
is true.
that's
Um,
like that's like you trying to get all of us in a group to come to you
yeah,
guys, which I'd love
to
to. Trust
Kane
me, if I
County.
had a job, I would be like booking a flight. I'm going.
Yeah.
I'd be like me saying, "Hey, you should come
Good night,
out
James.
here. Let's drive to LA and go to Frankensons." Like
I thought if Frankenstein's is in LA, I thought it was outside
it's
LA.
it's outside of LA.
Okay.
It's outside of Anaheim, I think. I can't
Okay.
remember. Yeah, it's like a 8-hour drive from me
Okay.
to that.
Yeah, but
But
like Kane County, I think is just it's an experience. It is crazy, especially the spring show. The summer show you can miss. It's a little smaller and it's really really freaking hot, but I still
uh,
go. Um, but
yeah,
yeah,
I would.
Kane County is something we all got to do. I would like to go to with Art to ZoloCon. I would love to do that.
That'd be
Um,
cool.
and then yeah, Frankenstein's out by you. So those are the three. Those are like well, I'm not by you, 8 hours away, but you know.
We got Rex here. TP, I'll send you my Dune bucket when I'm done with it. Have a good night.
Good night, Rex. Good night, Rex.
I do not want your fleshlight. Sorry, Rex.
Was that you that posted that time warp video? Who posted that time warp
I think that
video with the
was
Dune bucket?
that might have been EC actually.
Oh, 150. Ooh, Carl's Jr. and Cat. Dude,
Yeah,
we call it Hardee's. We call
yeah,
Carl's Jr. is
yeah.
Hardee's. Same
Kind of
thing.
interesting. That's good thing you brought that up. Actually, that's kind of. I know this is off topic, but I'm watching this YouTuber. I can't remember his name. His name's Sam. He lives in I think North Carolina. I think, but he does
Okay.
this like I don't know. It's called Studio Review. That's what it's called. So he just
Never heard of it.
him and what's the other dude? There's this other dude I've been watching that does food or whatever, and they went to Hardee's. Like, we want to know the difference between Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, and I was like, yeah, it's
There's
the
no.
same thing.
It's
It's
badging.
really different.
It's the same though. It's the same menu. It's just literally different badging. It's like driving a
different.
Hyundai or a Kia. They're the same but different. Like a
Yeah,
Kia
but
Optima and a Hyundai Sonata are the same car. They just have
Hardee's doesn't have the Western double bacon cheeseburger like we do.
a.
And Hardee's has a pork chop, something like that. And I was like, wait, what?
That's regional. That's kind of regional because we have that West. I've seen that Western burger at the heart. There's one Hardee's in my area up in Racine. But yeah, they got that Western. I remember that Western thing. I know I've seen it on their menu.
It's the best thing to have. I swear. I don't eat it very often, but man, that's the one thing I'll get.
Oh yeah, Chicago roughs it. Yeah, the joke is you don't go into Chicago unless you're wearing a Kevlar vest. Seriously, they're. I mean, Chicago's got some nice areas. I mean, it does, but unfortunately, you go a block in the wrong direction, you really might not make it out. Plus, it's freaking like $10. Every toll is like $10, and there's like 50 of them. It's like last time I drove through Chicago with tolls, it cost me like 50 some dollars in tolls just to drive through Chicago, and the roads are crap.
Yeah, no thanks.
Skyway's $7 alone.
I can't remember what it is to go from some part of the Bay Area to the other side. I can't remember. I want to say it's like, I think now it's probably like more. It might be $10 or $12 now, but I think it was like 6 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but whatever. I don't like the Bay Area. There's a lot of places in the Bay Area I would love to visit as far as like comic shops and toy shops, but I've never been a fan of that place.
And I know a lot of it's because we see it on the news, but San Francisco looks dirty as hell. Like I can't do it.
There's certain it's
I mean, I know a lot of it's sensationalized on the news, but I mean, they got to get the video from somewhere. The video has to be so
it's like they get the video at the right time on the right moment. Like, okay, now we're gonna peg this as being like bad, and it is what it is. Like it does. Yeah. Honestly, I'll tell you, it does smell. Certain parts of San Francisco, depending on where you walk, smell like piss.
So what you're saying is it smells like a Walmart bathroom as you walk by.
Pretty much, yes.
God.
So I mean, there's Chinatown, which is awesome because there's awesome food. Like the people.
Yeah, Zion is nice, but oh no, man! Manny said something about Zion. Zion's not bad. It's quiet. It's when you get into Waukegan that if you get deeper into Waukegan than I go, I won't go.
See, I haven't gone to San Francisco in a long time, so it's gotten scary. San Diego's getting there.
Yeah, I got a friend that lives in San Diego too, and she can't wait to move out. She said it's bad, and I mean I feel bad because it's nice. There's nice, cool stuff out there, but nobody takes care of it. So anyway,
sucks. So before we wrap up, I'm going to ask you a couple more questions. So this is like the biggest question for the night. Not really. What is the biggest misconception people have about you?
That I'm rich. No. I don't know if anybody has misconceptions about me. I mean, I don't pretend to be. I mean, what you see like this is how I am at work. This is how I am. I'm the same person at work, at home, on YouTube. My videos. I'm that person. That's just me. I don't pretend to be something I'm not. So if anybody has misconceptions about me, I don't know what they are because I over exaggerate some stuff here and there just to have fun, but that's just me. That's my personality. I like to have fun. So I don't know if anybody has misconceptions about me. I don't know what they are, to be honest. So,
clickbait.
The king. Wait, no, there's just. But I mean, I'm not out there. I'm not trying to hustle people out of their money. As you can tell, I don't have any merchandise. I don't have memberships. Yes, do I? And no. Hold on. And there's nothing wrong with having that. There's not. But I mean, people think all YouTubers are out that they live on this.
Right.
The last check I got from YouTube barely covered my cell phone bill. You know what I mean? I don't, I'm obviously small beans, but like, everyone's like, oh, these people are living. No, you cannot live off this. And I never expected it
No.
to. So yeah, I'm not trying to hustle people out of their money. I don't do memberships. I don't do affiliate links. I mean, I wouldn't, if people want me to do affiliate links, I'd do it. I mean, I'm not against giving people a 10% discount on toys. I mean, shit, we all want a deal.
Yeah. Everyone
But I
does.
don't do and honestly, the main reason I don't do memberships, I barely have time to do 3 videos. To do extra content for a membership or something, I have no idea what I would do. I do toy hunts. I don't want to charge somebody $2 a month to get really bad toy reviews. I'm so very bad at them. So yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I am what I am. I mean, I might if down the road, like I don't even have stickers to give out. I don't have anything.
I don't either.
I don't want to hustle. I put my stuff out there. If you like it, you like it. You don't, I mean, there's other people you might like.
That's
So,
true.
you know,
Yeah. Oh, man.
I mean, I'm not a
You,
dick or
you
anything, pardon my French, but I mean, I'm a nice guy, I just don't care what others think.
a little bit no. Um. Yeah.
Angry inch.
I'm not. Well, I have 10 inches. Um. I don't know. I
Nah.
I can tell you this for a fact. So, Entertainment Earth, which
Mhm.
as much as people either love it or hate them, they've been good to
Yeah,
me.
I'm okay with them. I don't have a problem with them.
They literally sent me a box. I have no idea what's in this box. They
Hmm.
just, I'm very transparent. They sent me this box. Don't know what's in it. Haven't opened it. I'll
Yeah.
do it. It'll be on next week's
And see,
video.
there's that thing, the shill thing. That reminds me, the shill thing. Okay, fine. You got something free from uh the Entertainment Earth. Sorry, wow, brain fart. But you're not hiding the fact that you got it for free. You're not like, you're gonna talk great about it, like, oh, this is the greatest thing since sliced cheese. Well, did you get it for free? Yeah, you're gonna tell people. You're gonna be like, full disclosure. The people that are like, oh yeah, I bought this somewhere early, and then we all know you got it free, and you
Right.
never say anything bad about the company. That's a shell.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
That's the
So
thing. That's the one thing
that's
about
that thing I don't want to be. I don't want to be that
right.
person. I don't.
That's
I
the one
want to
thing
be
I can
honest.
say
Yeah.
about everyone in our group. None of us are shilling out for anything. We all have our opinions. Like whatever's in this
Hmm.
box, I don't know, but I'll open it, and if it's something I'm into, great. If it's not, or if it, I don't know. So whatever. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna, pander to Hasbro because I'm a huge Marvel Legends fan. I'm gonna tell them how it is. Basically, like this figure
Sorry,
sucks. You're
I had to
good.
go find my
This
brain
figure
real quick.
sucks. This is why. You could have done this. You could have done that. And that's the
Hmm.
thing is, they don't want you to do that. They want you to cater to them. They want you to say this is the greatest figure in the world, So I'm not that type of person. So to
Yeah.
get
I
something
mean,
for free,
if
that was
something's
the
great,
first
I'm
time
gonna
I ever
say
had
it. But
anything.
if something's crap,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, the hiss is overpriced," blah 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 blah. I get people don't like that. I think I got my money's worth.
I think you
I
did
I,
too.
I
I
do.
think that's great.
You know. Do I think Marvel Legends should be $25? Hell no. No.
Hell no.
$20, $22, maybe, but 25? No, absolutely not. And do I still collect them? Hell yeah. But I don't collect as many because I can't afford them. So
And this,
I am not embarrassed to shop at Ross.
neither am I. And this has
No.
actually come up. So I talked
I've
about
actually
this
met
with,
some of the employees at Ross are really cool, and I enjoy going there and talking to them.
yeah,
So yeah, I'm not
some of them are
embarrassed.
cool.
If they
Let's
are, then
see.
they shouldn't go.
Well, my girlfriend got a free Dragon McFarlane once, but the rest of it
Oh
was messed up.
yeah.
They did fix it.
Okay, that's cool that they fixed it. I've heard mixed on their mixed things on their customer service at Todd McFarlane. Some
Yeah,
people
it
love them,
sucks.
some people hate them. I've had
Terrible.
zero experience, so I can't say.
They're
I've
terrible.
never experienced them.
Worst
So,
customer service I've ever have had in any
wow.
toy line. Yeah, like bad.
Hmm. That's
Yeah, for
interesting.
T3 collection, a huge Seahawks shill. I mean, I love
That's
the
football.
Seahawks.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I got the Green Bay Packers. I'm a cheesehead.
Yeah,
Which is
dude,
weird. I'm also a Chicago Cubs fan.
we're gonna like what we like, so
Yeah.
whatever.
So, but
Ah,
I
man.
agree, Davis 22 max on Marvel Legends. Deluxe should be 20. Deluxe should go back to like 27.99. And what Ultra Deluxe $35 is fine for all, like the super deluxe super figures. But
Yeah,
here's the thing. Here's the the thing with the two packs we're starting to see. Why is a two pack the same price as two figures? And duh, you say, well, it's two figures, less packaging. Usually you get a couple more accessories to make up for it. But the whole point of a two pack is to pay less in bulk.
right.
There's less labor involved in it. There's less packaging. So why is a two pack? What's that? 20? What's 25? 49.99. Why is it not 44? 44.99, 39.99. The whole point of two packs is because it's you buy two figures together cheaper. Why can not people understand when you put in bulk, you're supposed to charge less, not more? But
Right. So that brings up a good point, actually.
mhm.
So I've noticed, like watching your videos, EC's, arts, like everybody, for the most part, everyone that I watch, that Mutton Junkyard's $45 and it's sitting everywhere.
They've been restocked in my area. They were like a lot of them were down to like one or two, and then they added more, and then you would see them going up. Are they selling like hotcakes? No,
No.
but they're selling. They are selling. They're just selling slowly because they're selling it as a two pack. That's not really a two pack. It's a one and a half
Right.
pack. An articulated dog is not a full figure. I'm sorry. It there's no planet where a small articulated dog is a full figure. It's like
No, that's
charging
what I was gonna
$55
say.
for Snarf.
Yeah,
I said
that's
it. I said
ridiculous
what I
too.
said. So
But yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying is 44.99, and I honestly, like you already said it. Like I agree. Like that shouldn't be a $44 figure. It should be maybe a 30.
34.99 tops.
Yeah, like
I, I
that's
I will
out of
get that. I will
control.
give that could be the super deluxe, and that should is 34.99. Now stuff like scrap iron, that was I I bet you if they would have just put scrap iron out at 39.99, yes, it's only $5 less. I bet you it would have sold better,
Oh, easily.
honestly,
Well,
because it had the stigma of being in the 40s. Now you change even though 39.99 plus taxes is still in the 40s, the stigma is it's in the 30s. People don't see it as much money.
right.
Sales 101, you
Yeah.
know. Oh
The,
yeah, the
the,
Cosmos bath. Oh, that was the hell.
I got all
That
those on
the Cosmos
clearance.
should have been a figure, and uh, Rocket and Cosmos should have been a single pack figure to make up 20.99. That's like charging 24.99 for freaking Howard the Duck that had an
Yes.
articulated head. It was
Yep.
a Staction figure. That was literally a Staction figure. Or Spider-Man Noir and Spider-Ham being a two pack.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. I still bought it.
I saw it once and I'm like, I couldn't do it. It was like 29.99. I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
$30.
$30 for a single figure with an accessory? No.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so I didn't really care because I knew I
Batman
wasn't
versus
gonna
Bane.
find it in my store, so that's why I think I ordered it.
Batman versus Bane.
So versus I saw the Batman
I'm
versus
trying to think what
Bane
Batman
today.
versus Bane, which yeah,
What? Yeah, Janine.
I
What
can't
Batman
think of
versus
what figure
Bane?
that is. Dude, now I kind of want to look that up. Hold on, let me pull up my other monitor. Batman versus Bane action figure 2-pack. Ooh, it came up on Google search. Oh, that's the Titan. That's their Titan style stuff. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think. Oh, at least that's what popped up. But oh yeah, I guess. I mean, oh yeah, it is, and it's $29.99. Okay, is it this one here? Hold on a second.
2-pack battle pack just came out. It's an Amazon at
Oh, it's the new
and
one. Yeah, it's not even in stock. Okay. I think this is it. It's $29.99. Huh.
Hmm.
Okay, that's not bad looking. All right. All right. Um, interesting. It's kind of a pseudo comic Bane. Oh, I like it. It looks cool. It's not my type of action figure, but it's got a lot of articulation from the looks of it. Cool. I have
Huh.
to look at it now.
All right. So
Okay.
wrapping up.
Okay.
Last question. Last question.
Last
One last
question.
question. This is it.
Make it a
I
doozy.
swear. It's not really that much of a
We'll be here
doozy.
for another hour. No, because I got to work in the morning. I have a
Yeah,
job
you
now,
do.
man.
I I've
No,
done already. No, just
dude,
kidding.
I'll be lucky if I fall asleep before. But see, I discovered something. This is my first salary job. If I sleep in 10 minutes, I don't. This is the first time I get up in the morning and I don't stress about rushing to get to work.
Yeah,
Because
that's
my
awesome.
job is stressful because it's a sales job. It's a stressful job. So what's nice is I don't have to stress about rushing to get ready for work. I don't have to stress about driving in insane traffic to get to work. So it's kind of calming that I don't have stress until I get to work. So it's kind of nice. But anyways, so sorry, question.
Oh, you're good. Maybe I'll do two. I'm gonna do two
Sure,
questions.
sure. Not.
Um,
We're entertaining the masses. Are you not
okay,
entertained?
I'm gonna give you like 2 minutes. If you could change one thing about the toy community, what would it be?
Oh man. Scalper. First thing, scalpers are gone. I get you need to make money and people are trying to make money with it. But when to me, a scalper is somebody who gets something that just came out. Like she's talking about this 2-pack. Say this is a highly sought after product, right? And somebody buys all of them off the shelf, and then you see they're $30 retail. Now he's selling them on eBay for $60 day of release. That's a scalper. Those
Yep.
guys need to freaking hit the bricks. Now, I say she buys, she buys two or three, just to, rock stock and, save one for down the road. And say in next year, a year from now, when they're not at retail no more, and say there's a market for them because obviously they're not available no more. Prices are going to go up. Now she wants to, sell them for $40. Okay, that's market value. That's a unavailable at retail figure market value. There's nothing wrong with that. There are some figures, my chases that I have from AW, I'd sell them for above retail because they're not available at retail no more, and they're
Right.
and they're rare. But which is Hobby Lobby stores. Oh yeah, dude, I love Hobby Lobby, dude. The model kits when they're 40% off, I get my model kits from there. I mean, I don't have many. I have like three, but that's where I get them from. But yeah, that's what I would change is get rid of scalpers. Just that would probably eliminate 40% of the stress in this
Yeah.
in this community. So that
Oh,
would eliminate almost half. Honest, I think. I could be wrong, talking on my ass, but I don't know. That's how I feel.
no, I think you're on the right thing to say.
Hmm.
I mean, like for the most part, most people that don't know, there is a scalper in my town, and I don't
I live between
appreciate.
Chicago and Milwaukee. There's tons of them. There's tons of them.
I'm sure there's more than just the one, but I know there's one for
Oh,
sure
the
that
die-cast scalper.
my
Yeah,
friend and
die-cast
I
people are nuts.
They're the worst, yes. But
Yes,
there's a
they're
friend of mine
worse than
that
action figure
goes
scalpers.
to Walmart and Target when they open every morning. But there's another, yeah, he's not the guy I'm talking about. There's a guy that I see every once in a while. I don't see him
Mm-hmm.
as often because I think he's just going at different times now. But he is
Mm-hmm.
like by far the worst. Like if I'm not finding it and my other friend's not finding it, that dude
Mm-hmm.
has already gotten it and already has it on his eBay store. That's
Yeah.
how I know when I miss something, I'm like, damn it. So sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is. That's
Yeah, I've lucked out. I have a former coworker who has a part-time job at Target. So I mean for footage, I tell him I don't just leave it there. I'll come and film it. But if there's something I know is gonna, if I don't have him pick it up, he'll grab it for me out of the back, before I go up there. I haven't used it yet, but he said he absolutely would do it if there's something like say Nightcrawler, this X-Men 97 Nightcrawler, if they had it. They don't have it. His store doesn't have it yet, so I'm not even going to bother. He said they're supposed to be here in the next week, so I don't know. But he said if I wanted to grab it, like if they only got a single pack case or something, he'd grab it for me. You know, but I'm not going to say, oh, give me all of them so I can go scalp them for $50 a piece. No, I'm going to
right.
say, hey, dude, can you grab me one, maybe
That's
two? If I want to trade one to somebody, say I found two Nightcrawlers, you found two Maddies.
yeah, it's just
What do you
equal
do? I'm
trade.
going to trade you one of my Nightcrawlers for one of your Maddies. So
Yeah,
that's why I
yeah,
will grab two sometimes because I'll trade for something
yeah.
I can't find.
Yeah, that makes
So,
sense. See, I'm all for doing that, but I will never buy multiple of a figure knowing that it's going to be hard to find. I'd rather like tell people, hey, it's
mhm.
here. You better come now because it's going to be gone probably once I'm
Yeah,
gone. So, I mean,
yeah.
that's the thing about the community and in general, like our little group is that we
Hmm.
all help each other. We are always helping each other, no matter what. Even if we have piles of loots in someone's houses right now, like I do, and some other people, but yeah, we're always there to help out as much as we can. We're not here
Oh,
to
yeah.
scalp people. So that's the one thing I
Yeah.
think is good about the community that
Hmm.
can be good, and there's a lot of things you touched on that can be bad
Hmm.
about it. So
I mean,
pick
yeah.
and choose who you want to be friends with. Basically,
Oh,
is my
yeah. I
advice.
mean, like I and I'm sure most toy tubers get this. That is the truest statement right there. You can always
It is
tell.
true.
And that's fine. Having a Ross table at a show, because not every and most of them only have like one or two items from Ross. But a lot of people can't get to Ross, during their daily lives, right? So they'll go to a show as long as they're not charging like retail for that Ross product, then have a whole table of Ross. It's fine. If you're selling it for $2 or $3 over, $5 over Ross, hey, you know, pay for your legwork, whatever, but it's those guys. I saw one table at one show. Guy had he still had the Ross stickers on him, on the Croc Masters. He wanted $44 for each of them, and he still had the Ross 11.99 stickers on him. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude?
Well, he's
But
doing scalping wrong then, because oh my
yeah.
god, that's what they were when they came out, $44.99.
Oh yeah, they were, huh?
Yeah, I got.
What did I traded one? I actually bought two of them. I traded one. It's one of my buddies. What did I trade him for? Oh, I traded a Crocmaster and $5 for that Punisher with his bike, the black
Oh
Punisher
yeah,
bike.
that's a
Yeah,
good one.
that was when it was going for like 70 or $80. I'm like, and that was before any of us knew that GI Joe was going the route of sitting on the pegs, certain ones.
Right,
So, man,
that's a good
I still
trade.
haven't opened that Punisher, and it's been like 2 years. Need to
Oh, I
open
have
him.
that. It's
Yeah.
still in a bin, and yeah, that's not getting opened. All
Oh no,
right.
mine's getting opened. I just like I don't know where to put
No,
it.
it's not. You have nowhere, as I say, you have nowhere to put it.
Well,
Last,
it will
last
get.
question.
Okay, last question. All right.
Last question for you tonight.
Before we bore everybody to death and they fall asleep on us, what do we got? What do we got?
Here's
No,
your
I'm
last
just
question. What
what's up?
is the best advice you can give to everybody in the chat and everybody listening on Spotify and Apple
As far
as
best
far as
advice for what?
collecting and
Oh,
wanting to
collecting?
go collecting, and if they want to get
Set.
into YouTube.
Okay, YouTube. You just there. I have no advice for YouTube. Just you either do it or you don't. There's no rules on doing it for YouTube. You either do it or you don't. If you have the personality, obviously you have to be consistent. You have to have I won't say you have to have personality because I'm an idiot. And people seem to like my videos for some reason. But I mean, with YouTube, I before I started my channel, I did practice. I in one of my toy groups, I posted videos in there, just to try to get feedback on stuff, you know. And then when I launched my channel, I completely ignored all that feedback, you know, and and I started doing reviews and realized, oh God, I suck at them, you know. And the problem is, I wasn't doing reviews because I was always out looking for toys. So I'm like, well, crap. I'm just gonna film. I'm gonna film my toy hunts, and that's where I'm at now with that. Um, so yeah, that's my advice for YouTube is if you're gonna do it, do what you're comfortable with, do what you're good at. Even if it's something everyone else does, and you want to do it for fun. If it's not fun, YouTube's not for you. Um, yeah, reviews are really hard. They're super hard. I mean, I I don't. I'm jealous of those that can do it honestly because I can't. As far as collecting rules, the two, yeah, advice for new collectors. Okay, yeah, this is where, okay. So, rule number one, set a budget. Darth, that's the Darth I was talking about earlier. That I brought to when I was talking about the trading,
It's not
stuff.
Legacy.
Yeah, no, Darth Educator. Oh, well, hey, Darth or Legacy. But I was talking about Darth Educator. I'm getting a stack of stuff to trade with him. But anyways, so advice for collectors, brand new collectors. Number one, set a budget. What can you afford to throw away? I mean, because you're literally throwing the money away. I mean, in the sense that you buy an action figure, 9 times out of 10, you're never getting your money back. You've lost something once you get it. So find what you're comfortable spending, set that as your budget. Number two, pick rules on how you collect. Are you going to collect for nostalgia? Are you going to collect stuff you like because it's your favorite show? Pick two or three lines. Don't do what I do and just buy it all. But pick two or three lines that you like, try out a couple, and then go from there. If you want to get into the higher end stuff, then you one line. This I The advice is really just pick one thing. Don't buy it all. And stick to it. Um, but yeah, number one rule: set a budget. Everything else after that doesn't matter because if you don't set a budget, you're in trouble. You're literally just might as well stop paying your other bills because you're going to be living in a cardboard box that once housed all your action figures.
That's
You know,
facts.
and the other thing is factor in the space you have because you got to factor in storage space because as much as everybody wants to display every single action figure they buy, they can't. You just can't. So factor in space and displayability. Like figure out how you're going to display them before you buy them. Are you an in-box, out-of-box collector? Just set ground rules. Just advice is set ground rules, but start with your budget, then figure out if you're in or out of box, and space. Those three, I think, are the real three main rules: budget, in or out, space. Once you get those three rules set, then you can figure out what lines you want to collect. Do you want to do 1/12, 1/6? And the budget really matters too. If you have a big budget, buy high end stuff. If you have a little budget, you're going to be buying Hasbro. Oh, Hasbro's more expensive now, but you get my point.
Yeah, what you mean?
So,
My entire house is collection room, literal.
and there's nothing wrong with that. If
I can imagine.
that's the other thing, consider your significant other if you have one or if you want one.
Yeah.
Um, I have gone on dates where, like, as soon as I mention, oh yeah, I have a collection, they're like 40-year-old virgin. No, bye. Sorry, if that's the first thing you bring up is 40, just go. You're not even worth my time.
Nope.
But yeah, consider your significant other too. Are they going to be okay with you having a dedicated space, or in like her case, the whole house? Big dub situation, dude. I think they're his fiance now. She's a collector too. Their whole house is a display area. If you look at their videos,
Yeah.
every single square inch of their house is display. Those are the factors you have to get into. Is your significant other going to care? Do you have the space? All that. So yeah, I kind of snowballed those rules. But the main three: budget, space, and in or out of box. Those are the first three rules you have to set. Everything else doesn't matter unless those three Rosses. My rules
That's
now is
his.
Ross
My
budget.
rule is Ross budget. That's
Honestly,
my budget.
I have a bigger budget now. Honestly, I have a bigger budget, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna start going buying, everything at full price. I'm still gonna penny pinch because
Yeah,
the hobby's expensive. It really is.
it is a hobby.
So,
Yeah, the hottest hobby. I think this is probably
especially
the most
since I have
expensive
expensive
hobby
tastes
I've
now.
had.
Plus, now I have expensive tastes. I like Cosmic Legions and
Yeah,
SH Figure Arts, and although I only have a couple, but I would like to expand a little bit on those. Just picking and choosing. I'm not going to go all we mentioned. I'm not going to go all in, but yeah, I can budget for a few more expensive figures now.
wait till you get
I
your
just
first hot toy.
I honestly, I'm not going. I'm not going to do that. I don't. If I do, there's only one I would get, but I don't have. I literally, it would sit in the box, and to me, a hot toy sitting in a box is pointless.
Pointless. Yep.
And I don't have anywhere to display a 1/6 figure. I don't.
But
As
you
much
will
as I would like
find
to have at
somewhere
least
to. You will.
one.
If you buy one, you will find somewhere to put it, and you will move things around away to put it up because
No, because
they're
here's
just
the
that
thing.
amazing.
Think about it this way: one hot toy or 10 to 12 1/12 scale figures. That's one hot toy is like 12 GI Joe. I'll take 12 GI Joe.
Yeah, but at some point,
That's
these
how I look at it.
GI Joes and stuff, they're going to start be going up to $30. We already know it. So once they go to a normal common release goes to $30, even Marvel Legends, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'll be done.
if a basic Marvel Legend with no bath piece and minimal accessories gets to $29.99, I'll go to Mafex. I'll go to Mafex, Mezco, uh, dude. Plus that Mafex Psylocke that they just re-released again,
Oh,
dude.
beautiful.
That is hands and feet way better than anything Marvel's or
Oh,
Hasbro's done.
for
So,
sure.
and I mean it's also 3 times the price, but
But that's the thing is, some, I'm not going to say it's all, but some higher end figures are worth the money.
oh yeah, I mean yeah. I think Four Horsemen figures are I oh you know everybody's out hot toys down in the chat now.
Yep.
No
It's
twisting
in
my
your
arm.
head.
No twisting my
It's in
arm.
your
No
head.
twisting my
It's in your head now. You're welcome.
arm. Like I said, there is one I do want, but I'm not gonna bite until I have space. If I ever
It's
get
gonna,
space,
it's
I have
gonna
the
happen.
money. I can afford one, no problem. But I
Yeah.
don't know where I'd put.
I know exactly. Okay, I'm going to tell you where we're going to put it. It's going to go next to your pillow. You can sleep with it every night because it's worth it.
It's a good thing it's a female figure.
Yeah.
It'd be a little
See,
creepy.
I
I mean,
knew it.
oh come on! It's the final season of Ahsoka,
Oh,
man. I love that final season of Clone Wars. Dude, that's still my favorite Star Wars anything, and that's my ideal Ahsoka.
William's
Plus,
right. Wait
then
on the sales on Sideshow. That is the best time to buy hot toys.
oh yeah, that's what I've heard. I don't know a lot of people that buy hot toys, but that seems to be when I do find them. That's when is you got to get it during sales.
Yeah.
So, or use their, so they have like some kind of point system where you get like prices off or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I know they do a point thing. I think you can use those points to get hot toys, from my understanding. I may be
Maybe
wrong.
because I think I was watching, was it Cincy Nerd? maybe he mentioned something like he had enough points. He got like a free figure, a free hot toy
Yeah,
or something. So
which is
I was
cool
like, oh, that's
that you
cool.
can do that. That
But
is
I
cool
mean,
you
can
can
you
do that.
imagine how many hot toys you had to buy to get a free one?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
and they're not all the same price. They're all various different prices. Oh, they have buy two get one free sales. That's well. Why did you say that? Now I'm gonna start looking at hot toys. Oh my god, what did I just do to myself
Twist
and
his
you?
arm. Twist his arm. Make him buy
No.
more. More.
Anyway, I want to
Uh,
say thank you for being on. I
oh,
appreciate
dude, thank
you
you for having me
doing
on.
this
Dude.
with
I
me
love
tonight.
this, man. I love doing this. I just love talking toys. I
Yeah,
love
me
it.
too.
You know.
And we get to talk in a group chat. This is a little different because we could actually see each other,
hmm
and
Instead
my
of your little weird emblem
pile.
in chat. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean, and honestly, I want to thank the yeah, well, yeah, I want to thank the chat, dude. The chat was awesome. Great questions, dude. I was trying to watch some of the. I get it now why they don't answer every question in chat because it was just
it's
going and I'm
hard.
like, okay, trying
Yeah,
to talk to you and I lose my train of thought because I'm reading the chat and it's like now I get why they can't respond to everything in the chat. You know,
yeah, it's
so
hard. I will say this for the chat though. Not saying not trying to push this, but when you do super chats, it's a lot easier because they get highlighted and they automatically get starred, so it's easier to post them up than it is
mhm.
when there's a bunch of comments going. It's hard to like keep up sometimes. So
Yeah,
not
yeah. I
saying you guys
mean,
have to do that, but if you guys want to, it
yeah,
does
I
help.
don't.
So
I get the point of the super chats. I mean, but if people do them, hey, cool. I'm never gonna do a live chat like my own. I'm not that organized as you can see. I go on tangents this way and that way. So I need the interviewer or the person I'm talking to kind of control what's going on. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go that way. So
we call that troll.
yeah, but no, I mean, dude, the chat was great. Hanging out with you. I will absolutely do this again if you ever need
Of
even
course.
even an emergency guest. I think just let me know. If something happens, let me know. I'll do it. You know, we got Undisputed Five's got to be coming up soon. Did
Um,
you schedule that? I mean, I know you're trying to change them out, so if you need to give me a break for one episode, it's cool. I'll
oh,
I'll, I'll party in the chat. I'll party in the chat too. I don't care.
I think it's next. Yeah, it'd be April. So I'm doing them every other month.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, if you fill it up, I mean, it's cool. I'll hang out in the chat and still watch it. But yeah, let me know. I'll do more of these. I'm pretty sure I'll be on Yakking with Yukon again.
don't
Um,
don't say that
someone
guy's name anymore. That guy sucks.
I know, fucking yakking yaps, yap, 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 yap. But anyways, so
Just
no, dude,
kidding,
I had a
Phil.
blast. This was awesome. I know I can ramble a lot and I can kind of
Oh,
take over a
all
show,
good.
but that's my personality. So
So before we go, you know what you have to do. You have to promote yourself. So where can everyone find you on the interweb?
the clickbait king. That's where you can find me. No, obviously you can find me on my YouTube channel, Collecting Havoc. I am on Instagram. I don't post a lot there. I'm trying to, but
You should.
I life's a lot busier than I thought it'd be. So but you can message me on there. I will try to I try to respond to most people. I can't respond to everybody, especially guys who are like, hey, if you find this, can you send? I can't shop for everybody. I can't. As much as I would love to, the people I do shop for is already a big list, and I'll stick with those guys. Special circumstances, but yeah, you can reach me on Instagram. That's the best way. I have an email address in the description of my videos, collectinghavoc@gmail.com. If you need to, send me something via email, I got that. Those are the best three ways: YouTube, my email, Instagram. And somebody said, sorry, I missed it. Team replay. Make sure you catch the replay. And I am sure T3 is going to tell you where you guys can find this awesome podcast. Your time,
Yes,
your
you
turn
can
for your
find
spiel.
this. You can find Overgrown 30 Days podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any of your podcasting, I don't know, services that you use. You can listen to that on there. You can always do team replay. And I
Mm-hmm.
have to
Yes.
also thank the sponsor of this podcast,
Oh,
Magic
yes.
Mind. So thank them for sponsoring every podcast that we do. So thank you for that.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Collecting Habit has a new video out, so go watch that. I have a new video
Dropped
out,
today.
go watch that.
Yep. Make sure you watch
And you can
T3's too. He got his
and you
parts.
can watch the next video for you on Friday. Thursday.
Tuesday. I try to drop Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday.
There you go.
I'm working on something for Saturdays, but I don't have the time yet. I'm trying to get some in the can so that I can just schedule them. But right now, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday for toy hunts. So
there you go, guys. You got all the video information you need for his videos. Go watch his tonight. Check out mine. I'm close to 1,500 subs. I know you have passed 1,500 subs, I believe.
1,550-ish. I like I said, once you hit 1,500, who counts?
Yeah.
I count.
And yes, William Golden, smash that like button.
Yes.
Subscribe to Overgrown Theory's podcast if you'd like to. If you'd like to subscribe to T3 Collects.
They're down there somewhere, those buttons somewhere.
And Collecting Havoc, that'd be fantastic.
Yep.
But that's it tonight, and I'm going to. I think I already posted on Instagram. So if you guys didn't follow me on Instagram, I have John's tonight, and next Tuesday is at 6:30, so it's a half hour later, is the Strong Collectors. They only have a YouTube channel. That is it. So go check them out before we do the podcast next Tuesday. Until then, we'll see you next Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming in and hanging out in the chat. Great questions tonight. John, it's been fantastic. I'll talk to you later.
We'll catch you guys on the next hunt.
Yep. We'll see you next week.
All right. I know you guys were entertained. Appreciate it, guys.
Good night.